All right, so this time I got to do a dope tattoo with an even wilder story. On this tattoo, we did a quarter sleeve of the Egyptian god Osiris. Osiris being one of the most important in Egyptian mythology, he's representative of death, rebirth, justice, and order. So we felt like this was a good tattoo to represent Ant's rebirth that he's going through right now. All right, so before we get into this session, let me let you guys know what all we use. Now, of course, green soap and distilled water every time. For the ink, I use the gray wash. I use Allegory Black to make the grays with the witch hazel all the way through. I believe I added just a little bit of white to do a little opaque gray on the face. Of course, I use my solid ink yellow to do that nice yellowy gold color. Stencil stuff, of course, we use our Inkies Hemp Glide, and then our Renaissance V1 cartridges from Black Panther Tattoo Supply, the green carts. I used a Bug Pen 5, and then I used a 15 curve mag for the majority of the shading, as well as an 11 curve mag for some of those colors and some of the more intricate shading, and then a 18 round liner to get those bold lines on the outside. All right, so now that y'all got that, let's get into this episode. That's how I feel.
Next thing, the nigga was like, "Hey, I'm gonna step outside real quick." two laws came in. Like, we got a warrant for your arrest. I'm looking like, what the fuck? Like, what's up? And like, we don't know. We just they said a motion to revoke parole. That's what they said. Mm-hmm. They said that's all we know. So I'm like, what?
And they file that like as soon as you get there. They don't even file, so you can't see it. Like they file that, from what I understand, like when you there, and then later tell you like what the reasoning was.
It was out. It had already been out. It had been out down there a month. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it had been out down there a month.
You can sit up here.
Really, really longer than a month. It had been out like April 14th, almost a month.
Damn.
Yeah, April 14th.
I just feel like they just be...
They was on some bullshit for shit show.
Yeah. Just be playing like...
They gonna play with you.
If I ain't getting no new charge, what's the purpose of this? If I'm going to all my meetings and I'm doing all my stuff, this could have been a discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they knew the warrant was there. They could have just talked. Initially.
That shit crazy, man. I'm gonna get this stencil printed out.
For sure.
Getting rid of the tears. You got two?
Yeah.
You just on that type of
just
changing it around?
Cleaning it up.
Do you get like people treating you away because of them?
Not people ask them type of questions though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like why you got it?
You know what I'm saying? People be asking them type of questions. Just don't want them questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, these days people just, they gonna throw that tattoo on their face. That fuck around be the first one.
That one, yeah.
Just for no reason.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But they had that. That's the main reason they were fucking with me, because that's the type of shit you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the main reason. They was just on that shit. But I do everything I'm supposed to do, so they ain't have no reason to.
Yeah.
They just went ahead and it went to the board, and the board seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my behavior since release is satisfactory. Like I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I ain't gotta never worry about no dirty you ate.
Right.
Never gotta worry about that.
Did you already not drink and smoke?
Nah, I was
You used to?
I just, like in prison, Like I wasn't really a drinker when I was younger,
Yeah.
but I smoked. But in prison, like they make wine in prison. Like motherfucker make straight wine in prison.
Yeah, it's
And,
good.
Yeah, you got weed. Like bitches, loud smoker, you pay them to bring the shit in. So you got all of it. I used to smoke in prison. But the thing about smoking in prison, like if you get caught, you lose like a year and a half. Then to 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So you got to at least go a year without a major case just to get eligible for parole. So just say I get caught smoking weed, that year plus is gonna be down there like another year before I come back. Cause they only gonna see you if you're minimum custody. So if I'm minimum custody, I get caught smoking weed, they might send me to G4, which is medium custody, right? Or they might send me straight to G5, which is the lowest level. You in the cell 23 hours or 22 hours a day. You only come out the shower and go to rec. So they'll do that. But they drop your line class. That's what you need to make parole. So if you came in the system as a line 1, you got to at least be a line 1 to be viewed by parole. So if I'm a line 1 and they drop me down to like I'm gonna say a line 3. So they drop me to a line 3. You can only get a line class upgrade every year from the major case. You get what I'm saying? Follow me?
Yeah.
Like it's getting smoking,
Making it harder and harder for you to be able to get
That's
parole.
Why I say it's going down to throw 2 years.
Yeah.
You could be eligible for parole, but it's going down to throw you back 2 years. So just getting high one day, and then, you know, it take like 30 days for weed to come out your system.
Right.
So I just didn't like the feeling, the paranoia that came with it. Like I gotta be on my best behavior if somebody know I got high, cause niggas be snitching, you know what I'm saying? You might have an issue with somebody and have to address it, and then they shoot the request. They gonna tell on you, and then the people come, cause they heard that you got high, so they gonna come and UA you.
And you could have smoked 2 weeks ago, it's still gonna pop up.
Huh?
I said you could have smoked 2 weeks ago, then they say that shit and it's still gonna pop up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I just didn't like the feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't like the feeling. When I got high though, I would get high in my cell. I'm not one of them people that can do it and come out, but I still didn't like the feeling.
I feel like with the weed though, once you stop smoking, it's like, you kind of over it. Like,
I got a dirty UA though, cause I had a silly. The nigga had stole some weed, so I knocked him out, and the nigga told. But they didn't believe that they had some smoke in there. They didn't believe it. So he had to have them UA him. That's how he proved that I had weed. So he like, they didn't believe
So
it.
he,
The nigga got a case too.
so he put himself in there just to get you.
Yeah, right. Cause he stole. I give him the weed the whole while I go to commissary, cause they be stripping you out and shit, searching you down, make you run your fingers through your mouth, all that type of shit, right? So I don't want to get caught, but I get a nigga, hey, hold this till I come back from commissary. When I come back, I give him a pint of ice cream, and I get the weed. So I go to the cell to put my shit up. This my cellmate. I go to put my shit up in the cell. But as soon as I get in, I check the weed. You know what I'm saying? The nigga done been in it. So I just put my shit up. When they do the an hour later, I approach him about it. Nigga about 215. I probably like 190 then.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, say bro, what's up with the weed? Why you going to weed? So he like raised up. He was sitting down. He raised up like bitch ass, and I just uppercut him before he even finished. Before he finished calling me a bitch, I just uppercut him like this understood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I uppercut him, I drop him. He on the floor like rolling around trying to gain his bearings and shit. So I'm like, what's up? What you gonna do? You gonna do some punching or what? And he like, nah, I'm good. Bet that. You know what I'm saying? But now he a Crip. He a gang member. So the gang members, they gonna try to make him fight. You know what I'm saying? Or he gonna have to get off the unit, but he didn't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? So go be in the cell.
Because they gotta make him fight because he's representative of the gang. Got you.
Like, but he didn't fight, so he ended up going. I go in the cell. That shit happened on Wednesday. I ended up going in the cell later. I want to make sure again, like, what's up? What you gonna do? You gonna do some punching or what? He like, nah, I'm good, man. I was out of line. I was wrong. I bet that. You know what I'm saying? So I take the same weed and roll up some and smoke with the nigga. So we smoked the weed from Wednesday, Thursday, and then I smoked the last of it Friday. But Friday, I'm laying in my bunk and I see him whispering to the loud. They coming to the door. So I'm like, damn, what's up, bro? When the loud leave, I'm like, what's up, bro? And he like, man, oh, now they got this freak. You know, niggas be masturbating in the penitentiary. Like if you a guard, a female, like niggas will go and try to jack off on female. Right?
Yeah.
So he's saying like, hey, now they got this freak hoe in the infirmary. I'm finna go to the infirmary, but I know that's cap. You know what I'm saying? I said, all right, be safe then, bro. They lay down, they come get him, open the door. Soon as he leave out the door, I had some commissary that was in his locker too. You know what I'm saying? To store it, cause he don't go to store. So I start packing my shit out his locker. I lay back down, they come knock at the door. So I'm like, shit, what's up? They like, man, yo, Silly went to the infirmary. Talking about he had chest pains or something. He got caught with some shit down there. You don't know what he could have got caught with. So that's
So his stupid ass got caught trying to go see
the... He didn't get caught. He didn't get... That's what I'm telling you. He telling me he going to the infirmary, but he really catching out the cell. He putting the laws on me because I knocked him out behind stealing the weed.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? So that was just his play, but I'm already on him.
My guy thought he was slick.
Huh?
I said my guy thought he was slick, huh?
Yeah, nah, he was on some bullshit. So yeah, like I say, they just asking me like, do I know what he got caught with? Cause they trying to get to the weed, cause he done told them that I got weed.
Yeah.
That's basically what they trying to get to. Like, do you know what he could have got caught with? I'm like, shit, I don't know, man.
They want you to be like, oh yeah, we did have that weed in here the other day.
He told them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. All I know is he said he had chest pain. He was going to the infirmary. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, all right, well, we're gonna need you to come up front and talk to the Sarge. So when I go to front, they roll the door, pat me down, go up front. Next thing they got a UA cup. Like, we need you to piss in the cup. Like, man, shit, I ain't tripping. I know I'm dirty, but I can't avoid it. Like, fuck it, I piss in the cup. Come back, that bitch hot. You know what I'm saying? So they take me to lockup. Go to lockup. Nah, the lieutenant, well, it's a captain rather. They take me to talk to the captain. So he trying to get information on like where I got it from. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna do some telling and shit. So I'm like, nah, I say all I know is I take psych medication, right? So he like, you didn't get high, you test positive for marijuana. You didn't get high off no psych meds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they ended up putting me in a holding cell a little bit longer. Probably about 3 hours later, they called me back out. So the captain want to talk again. He said, you sure you ain't got nothing to say? Nah, I ain't got nothing to say. So he like, all right, man, we're gonna let you go back to the cell block. But I knew that was wrong. He wasn't supposed to do that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm finna go pop the nigga. He my silly, I'm finna go pop him. No matter of fact, he locked up. But I'm finna go get another nigga that helped him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it was a group effort.
Yeah, it was a group effort. I had tried to slap with a crip nigga too.
Cause you said you used to box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I learned how to fight, just fight street fighting in the world before I went to prison. But in prison, like I picked up on like skill. You got actual nigga trained in prison. You know what I'm saying?
What made you want to do that?
Nah, it's just a measure of like, in the penitentiary, you ain't got no guns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
you ain't got no
be able
guns,
to
so I'm already in here for murder. You know what I'm saying? So it's either I'm gonna pick up a knife, you know what I'm saying, stab a motherfucker every time I got a problem, or, you know, a fight ain't nothing to a real nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't lose or draw. Like, I grew up fighting. So it wasn't no big deal. It's like, I got the heart to fight. So I might as well like, learn, like, technically, yeah, to follow behind it. Cause I ain't finna pick up a knife every time I got a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
nigga never make it out
not
the hole.
sustainable yet, and then you're gonna be in there forever.
Yeah, forever. So that wasn't the issue. So it's just like learn how to met some dudes that used to box, you know what I'm saying? And then you just pick up certain game. Then you continue fighting, you know, it's just a cycle.
I don't know if we're gonna get his whole face on there.
You can go high up.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's cool.
And it'll stop down here. I won't cover up your other tip.
Cool.
Which size do you like for the face one? The smaller one?
Small.
Big. I guess you don't gotta get. All right, man. Let's get these other 2 stencils on there. You said you wanted it this way or this way? Like that. Okay. Got you.
I guess you could do the other one down then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. This will be the first face tat on the podcast so far.
Yeah, see, I can't see detail. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just, I don't want to look like no big ass teardrop. Yeah. What you think?
I think it look good. I think it's probably looking a little more.
Like, yeah, emphasize on the stem though.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. I don't want to look like a big ass teardrop.
Does it make it even worse?
Yeah,
Huh?
it'll be even worse. I want to see clearly that it's a spade.
So man, they told you when you was 15 that you got life. Or you was 15 or?
Yeah, not at 15. I ain't. All right, I count the murder at 15. Right. So they locked me up a month before my 16th birthday. Right. So go to court. They tell me they're gonna certify me to stand trial as an adult. You follow me?
Do they usually do that young?
At that time, yeah,
Because this is the 90s, right?
Yeah, the requirement is like 15. You gotta at least be 15. So I made it. You know what I'm saying? So
That
at
shit
15,
crazy.
yeah, they saying they gonna certify me to stand trial as an adult. So like 4 months later, they went through with it. You know what I'm saying? I had a hearing and shit, like they had to do a psychological evaluation and all of this. They did like 3 or 4 of them because they trying to prove that like my mind worked like an adult.
How long did all this take?
That took like 4 months.
Oh
Like,
damn! So they did it quick.
Yeah, the whole process went like 4 months. From juvenile to the county jail, 4 months total. So yeah, they came with that, certified me. They did, like I said, they did a bunch of psychological evaluation because they trying to prove that I'm mature. Like I knew what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like
To be able to try you as an adult.
Yeah, that's the whole point. They have to prove that I'm mature and I understood what was going on, and you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they did a lot of shit. So I think September, was it September? Let me see. June, July, August, yeah, September. September I got in there. So now they got me in the county.
With the adults already.
Nah, they got a juvenile tank though, cause technically, even though they certified me to stand trial as an adult, they're not legally, they can't house me with adults until I turn 18.
Oh, okay.
You feel what I'm saying? That's a big contradiction. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like they understand that part, but just to get the money and to push this situation, the criminal charges and everything. Now I'm grown. But once you get me into the system, I can't be housed around people that are grown, that's legally grown. I had to have a hearing for you to say, okay, he's grown. mentally. So he needs to be held accountable for his actions.
They understand what they're doing.
Yeah, they know exactly what they doing, for sure. Like, they rule, like, the shit went all the way to the Supreme Court from some other dude. I think it was Miller versus Alabama. That's a legal case. Well, they were saying it's cruel and unusual punishment to give a juvenile life sentence. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Life without parole. Shit like
because
that.
Life, you 15, 16, life to you is 15 or 16 years.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? You can't even fathom.
At 15, life, like at 15, life, it affects a juvenile more than it affects you. Just say however old you are.
Yeah.
If you 21, 22, I'm still doing extra time. You get what I'm saying? Because their punishment is a lot harsher. Mm. And then they got like scientific proof that the juvenile brain doesn't fully develop. The part of the brain that governs
like
decision making.
Right?
Decision making.
Till like 20 something, right?
That's a 25.
Yeah.
It doesn't fully, that part of your brain that governs decision making, it doesn't fully develop until you're 25. So they know that.
Still got the psychologist trying to prove that it's okay to
do it.
Put this child in the system.
I mean, it's all about money though. They trade the bonds and shit on the stock market. That's really all it's about. Them getting paid.
You said they trade the bonds on the stock market?
Yeah, the bonds that they use to lock you up, yeah, they trade them on the stock. Like you have investors coming out from China, coming from other countries and shit. They be doing that shit.
Back. Yeah, I definitely didn't know that.
That's all.
You shit hurt?
Nah, I got it. It's good.
My thing with the face tattoos, it just feels so awkward, like the wiping. But they're not really too painful. So say they don't try you as an adult, you're just in jail till what, like 18, right?
Well, remember I told you I had a co-defendant that was 14. So they didn't certify him.
So he didn't go through all that?
Yeah, he didn't go, he stayed in the juvenile system. So what they gave him was like 40 years determined sentencing, right? So he went back to the court. You go back at 18 to see if they're gonna send you to the penitentiary at 21. So they determined that they were gonna send him to the penitentiary at 21. So he ended up going to the penitentiary. They gave him like 20.
Is he still there?
Nah, he was the first one to come home. That's who had called me.
Oh, just now.
Yeah.
Okay,
remember I told you it was like 4 people. There were 2 adults and 2 juveniles. I was one of the juveniles. He was the youngest, so he didn't get certified. But the 2 adults, they ratted on us.
Damn.
Yeah, they ratted.
They got lesser sentencing? Or
nah, they ain't really. Well, I got the most time, right? Because they were trying to put it out on me, like I'm the mastermind.
Even though you...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm the one who orchestrated it. But still, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still, it's all the same. But one dude was 23, the oldest was 23, and then the next to the oldest, he was 19. But Jermaine, right? I'm gonna not say names, but the oldest, the 23-year-old, he was him and the 19, they family members. So they relatives. The 23-year-old is the uncle. The 19-year-old was the nephew.
And they're the ones who working together to try to get y'all
right.
to...
Well, they went like
Okay.
they ain't really have shit on the case. They ain't really have shit. So what they did was they went to the cops. They went to the cops and said that I told them about the situation that me and some niggas from the South Side ran this play. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happened. But when they talking to the detectives, you know, this is what they do. You know, they been in the game for a minute. So they telling them what happened, but they making it seem like it's a third party. Like I told them, like they wasn't there. But the detective, they peeping the detail. Like this is not a third party account. This is a first party account.
Yeah, you're telling me too much information.
Like too much detail.
You were there.
So they just played them. They got the information, had them write statements. They signed their statements. And they putting it off on me. They wasn't putting it off on the 14-year-old. They putting it off on me because they all knew each other prior to meeting me. They all knew each other.
Can you have one more time? It's really already done. I'm just filling it in right now, making sure it's clean. With face tattoos though, they spread.
Yeah.
So you don't gotta do too much because it's gonna spread over time anyways.
So yeah, they told.
So what? It was a robbery.
Yeah, it was a robbery. We was robbing a dope house. So really, I had gotten to this nigga. Like I told you, I'm from Fifth Ward, but I be on both sides of the city. So I was going to Madison at the time. So this South Side.
The high school.
Yeah, Madison High School. So I get into it with a dude. He telling me I can't hustle out here. You know what I'm saying? So the play was like, okay, we just gonna rob this spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the shit went wrong. The shit went bad. Them niggas started shooting in the house for no reason.
The people with you?
Yeah, the people that's with me, they went to shooting for no reason.
Oh, so it wasn't like, in my mind, I'm picturing just like a...
Yeah, it wasn't a hit. It was just a robbery gone bad. Like, nigga, the 19-year-old...
But like, y'all had the situation handled and then they just start shooting. It wasn't like you kicked the door and niggas shooting at you, now you shooting back and it's all wild.
We was in the house. The situation was handled. Like, it's time to go. You get what I'm saying? So, nigga just started shooting because he trying to impress his uncle. The 19-year-old and the 23-year-old, they relatives. You know what I'm saying? Like I said. So, the 19-year-old, his brother is a certified street nigga. They call him Pistol Pete. You know what I'm saying? So, you kind of get it.
Yeah.
So, he trying to impress his uncle. And he shot the man for nothing, man. So that's what started the shooting. But at that point, you know, it's like your hand forced.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
There's no going back from it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way to get out alive for me. You get what I'm saying? Like if you don't, we already in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we already in the situation though. You know what I'm saying? So for me to get out of the situation alive, I gotta do this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, now you're in a them or me situation.
I'm surrounded by the 23-year-old, he already about it. The 19, this probably his first run. You know what I'm saying? But this is the only way I see myself making it out. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't blame, then I gotta get in the car with them with guns. You get what I'm saying? And like I told you, they all knew each other before they knew me. So they kind of bonded already. You get what I'm saying?
So you're the odd man out, if anything.
Basically. Yeah. We all from Fifth Ward though. But they already got a relationship. And in them situations, you know what I'm saying, when they recall for that, if you ain't doing what you supposed to do, you get what I'm saying? So it just, I ain't gonna go into no detail, but like I say, it just happened.
So how did it feel when you get the actual sentence?
At the time, I don't really understand it. I know, like I've always been like fast, right? Intelligent. But it didn't really set in. It didn't really set in till I was about 25, 26.
And that's after already doing 10 years?
Yeah. It didn't really sit in. Now you see people come, you see people go, then you see the same person that left come back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Then it became real, like damn. And then by that time, I'm starting to really come into my manhood.
The whole time you still there, they coming and going and
Yeah.
fucking up, and you ain't even get the option to.
Yeah, but I'm maturing too though, you know what I'm saying? So it took for me to mature and really kind of like come into my manhood.
That shit close as fuck to your
Yeah,
eyes.
might have to pull the skin.
That's that bug pin needle. They super tight. Them hoes kind of hurt worse.
Like just now I feel it on the bone, so that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm ready to talk to you once you finish that.
Yeah, no, you good. For the tattoos, watching, I'm using 3 different needles. This is just for efficiency. So I use the smaller needle to get these crisp edges, and then I go in with the mag to get a little quick fill in, so you don't have to feel too much pain. When you're doing a face tat, I mean, the shit do hurt. So you want to make them as comfortable as possible. And then right now, this is an 18 liner. I'm using this to go in and just clean up the shading. Don't have to do too much. Small to it. There it is. There you go.
Yeah.
So you said after you 25, 26, it starts setting in?
Yeah, that's when it set in, you know, like I really realized like how I fucked up. Cause like now I'm starting to like really come into my manhood and my intelligence. I'm starting to really figure out who I am, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I might not ever get another chance.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Or I'm starting to realize, damn, they really fried, like really fucked over. Not that they fucked over, it's not to say that I didn't deserve time.
But I mean,
a life sentence though, you know what
a
I'm saying?
life sentence at your age,
Yeah,
bro,
that's what
like
I'm
that's
saying.
not necessary. It really don't matter like what the crime was, because
That was the point of keeping the case in juvenile.
Yeah.
Like the juvenile system was designed to be civil, not criminal. So by them taking me out of the juvenile court, their protection, right? They making it criminal. So they can kind of justify all of the time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But yeah, it took me like, I'd say like about 10 years to just really realize, like, damn, man, I fucked up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, I deserve some time.
Did you know that you would have a chance to parole, or
Yeah,
you looking at it?
I knew, like, okay, when I got the time, like, initially, like, the charge was capital murder, right? Because we robbing somebody and then we caught some bodies. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when a murder within another crime, that makes it capital. That's one of the ways it can be capital. So just the robbery and then somebody getting shot and killed, that made it into a capital crime. So what
And
I
capital crimes in Texas could come with death sentence, right?
did, with a capital crime, they can only give you life or death, right? So at my age, they can't give me death. They can only give me life. But the capital life was like, I think 35 flat. You have to do 35 flat before you're eligible for parole.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I would probably just be coming up for parole right now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I did, I'm not going to court. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking to nobody. I ain't ratting on nobody, none of that shit, right? So, and to avoid these two niggas ratting on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a plea. But the only plea that they would give me was plea to a regular murder, right? Not a capital murder, just a regular murder, which does still carry life, 5 to 99, and I think life.
Not as bad, but still.
But no, the difference was the amount of time that you would have to do to make you eligible for parole. Like if I got the capital, even though that was all they could give me was the capital life sentence, right? Yeah. Which would be 35 flat, right? Years. But with me taking the plea, I saved myself 20 more years. You know what I'm saying? I saved myself 20 years. So I came up for parole in 15 years. You get what I'm saying?
Instead of the 35.
But like I say, the penitentiary was so like primitive, you know what I'm saying? It's like so aggressive and so violent. Like you gotta definitely be on it.
Yeah, you can't go in there.
Yeah, nah, you can't go. You're not going. You're not going in there like that. Like niggas will turn Anthony into Antoinette.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Without your consent.
Yeah.
Some niggas consent, you know what I'm saying? But they would definitely turn Anthony into Antoinette without your consent. So you have to be about that. So I ended up doing like 14 more years. I came up for parole in 15 years. But I didn't actually make parole until 14 years later. So a total of 29.
And that's just because all the bullshit that
get there, like, and then, like, it was mental, too. Like I said, you asking me about it, like, it was mental, too, because, like, going in, it's like, I can't see, like, coming out. You know what I'm saying? I can't see, like, I got life.
Yeah.
So, shit, I'm just here now. You get what I'm saying? So now I get caught up in all of the bullshit, some of the shit we talked about as far, like, niggas hustling in prison. Like you got female guards, so now I'm in relationship with guards. You know, cell phones, you hustling weed, they got coke, they got ice, they got everything in there.
Because once they tell you like you got life, you looking at it like, okay, well I better get acclimated to what the fuck going on in here.
Yeah, I mean that's the mentality. That's the option. I don't see coming out. Even though I know I gotta do 15, I'm looking at today. I need to survive today. And like I said, they was raping niggas. You know what I'm saying? They extorting niggas. Niggas dying in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm in survival mode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing things that I need to do to survive.
Cause all that parole shit don't matter if these niggas kill me.
Yeah, right. Today. If you don't make it to it, or like I say, you allow a nigga to turn you to Antoinette. Yeah. Like you definitely not the same nigga. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I didn't really, and then like later on I started seeing dudes, cause when I first went in, I wasn't running across people who had a lot of time that was making parole. You know what I'm saying? Like other dudes that maybe had 80 years, 80 aggravated years, or a nigga that got a life sentence. I wasn't running into nobody that could say such and such made parole. He had a couple of murders or he had a murder and he went home. You get what I'm saying?
So you're not thinking this?
Yeah, so I'm not hopeful. I'm not even hopeful. It's like this where I'm gonna be. It's a possibility that they can let me out, but then it's a possibility they won't. But I gotta survive. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta survive with my mind intact though. You get what I'm saying?
You do a lot of reading?
For sure. A book that changed my life was a book by Naeem Akbar. It was called Visions for Black Men.
What's that about?
Just really like self-realization. You know what I'm saying? Just like reading the book, it really fucked me up because he was talking about how like people going like a week without eating and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like how fasting will change your life, and he just really giving you knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? Like of the ancestors. That's what he was talking about. But me, like, I needed that. You know what I'm saying?
Was it like they were Muslim? I'm assuming from the name.
Yeah, Naeem Akbar is a Muslim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just inspiring because it's like, now I'm reading this book and he talking about motherfuckers going a week without eating. I don't think I can go a day without eating.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Did you try it?
Yeah, I did for sure. But I thought about it before I tried it. Like, you know, you in the streets, you hustling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn, I ain't ate all day. You don't really be hungry till you have that thought. Like, I ain't ate all day. And I remember that, like, man, there's plenty of days that I hadn't eaten and wasn't hungry until I had the thought. You get what I'm saying?
Until you're not hungry till you stop moving. I do that all the time. Like,
yeah, like
I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs can relate. Like, you wake up and you had one thing to do, and then now you got to start doing all the other things. Right. And then like it's 9 o'clock and you like sat down like, damn, I ain't eat shit. Right. And then now you're starving. Now it hits you. Yeah.
So I had that same realization that, damn, I done did this shit basically. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just gonna be conscious about it. So I tested it out. I'm one of them types, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna try it.
See, yeah.
So I tried it and I made it. It's like, okay, now I'm feeling empowered. You know what I'm saying? And like the laws of the universe are just too. You know what I'm saying? Like the laws of attraction. So now that I'm conscious to this, like I'm attracting more information like this.
Yeah.
And I'm continuing to read and learn more. So yeah, I start fasting like every 3 days, like not eating.
Do you think that's what, was it like a clear transition of like being integrated into all this bullshit that's in here, and then now I'm shooting to leave here?
Yeah, it gave me some direction. Like at that time when I read Naeem Akbar, I still didn't fully believe I could come home. Okay. But that kind of like gave me the direction though. You know what I'm saying? It steered me in that direction. I learned a lot of discipline because the only way you can like attain self-restraint is by practicing self-restraint.
Right. So
going without eating, that's a primal, like that's a primal urge. Like eating is primal.
Yeah.
Like sex is primal. You know what I'm saying? So being able to control this, like I feel like I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? Cause like most people can't control the fact, like they feel like they can't control eating. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I mastered this. It's like, damn, I can
on that anything, right? My 600-pound life talk about it's not their fault and they can't.
I mean, most people not even 600 pounds. Like regular, everyday, average people, they feel like they can't go without eating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got people that's dying for health reasons based off of the food that they ingest, but they know it's creating an issue, but they continue to eat the same food. They don't have the discipline to change. So that's what the book kind of gave me that.
Cause you were saying your diet's pretty strict, right?
Yeah, my diet is strict. Like for, I'm gonna say at least 12 years I was vegetarian, no meat. Just recently, I say probably like 4 months ago, I started eating fish. But I eat it occasionally, I don't eat it every day.
What's the difference as far as like how you feel?
I mean, the change was brought on by me wanting to come home healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I had to do some time. I knew I'm doing some time.
So you started in jail
I started in jail.
And being a vegetarian?
Yeah, I started in jail. That was like, once I became conscious, it's like I need to do everything I can to be prepared if I can get out.
Does the food taste better? If they bring you like
You talking about in prison?
Because if you're a vegetarian and you tell them
the food is still horrible.
Yeah, but do they change it for you though? If you're like, I'm a vegetarian,
they're gonna give you a meat-free
okay
diet, right?
It's still
you got a right. Yeah, you get a right to the meat-free diet, but you eating to live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not eating for satisfaction. I'm eating to live for health purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food is horrible. Like nobody don't go to prison. Like, it definitely get horrible.
That shit crazy, man. I was born in 95.
Sure, yeah.
So you essentially did like my whole life.
Right.
behind bars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I caught the case in '93, but I made it to the penitentiary in '96. So depending on what month you was born in.
May.
Yeah.
But there's no bonds or anything. Like you still in county or in the juvenile facility that whole.
Yeah, I didn't do no.
3 years.
I didn't get due to the capital murder, right?
Yeah.
Back then they wasn't giving you bond for capital murder. So when I took the plea, the only way that I could get the plea was to sign the plea agreement. So once I signed the plea agreement to plead, I'm pleading guilty.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes the bond off the table.
Right. Yeah,
they didn't want to give me a bond.
At this point, you're getting sentenced regardless.
Right.
Now
Yeah,
it's just
that's
about
part of that is
sentence
sentencing. Once I'm signing the plea, that's my sentence agreement. Yeah, that's my agreement. So yeah, I did it flat. No breaks.
Full what? That's what?
29.
29 years?
Yeah.
How did it feel when you first left?
What you mean left?
Like when you get out, first day out?
I mean, it felt good though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But
did it feel like real? Like,
yeah, cause I had time to prepare.
Okay.
So like they didn't let me immediately. I had to go to a program. Like I received a FI5, which is kind of like a drug rehabilitation program, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I didn't take drugs, they using this program like your criminal behavior is an addiction.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So I had to do that for 6 months.
I think drug programs can be applied to anything too, just life in general.
I mean, I understood what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew like, I don't have a drug problem, but the way that they using this program is like your addiction is your criminal activity. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, coming home for sure. It was like when I first got out too, I was kind of scared. Like even though I wasn't behind, I was behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the whole time I was in prison, I had cell phones and shit. So I kind of connected with the world. And to this day, like I don't really lead with it. I don't tell people like my background or my past.
Damn, I forgot. You want to introduce yourself to the people? We ain't even telling your name or nothing.
My name's Anthony Gallatin.
You said they call you Fifth Ward Ant?
Yeah, in prison they call me Fifth Ward Ant. And that kind of came from boxing and shit, because you had a couple of ants. So in that sense, it's like, hey man, the nigga Ant just knocked such and such out. Like, what ant you talking about? You talking about Colleen Ant? Nah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about 107 Ant? Nah, I'm talking about Fifth Ward, the Ant from Fifth Ward. So that's basically how the name stuck. It's kind of differentiating me from the other ants. Yeah, I still could do it. I ain't had a fight in a minute, but like I'm still in shape. You'll never forget it. Yeah, that's a lot of the exercises I was showing them that day, a lot of those come from boxing. To the gym, nah, I don't go to a gym, but like I never lose it. You know what I'm saying? I might be a little rusty, you get what I'm saying? And I'm older, but I can still fight. That's the same in prison though, like you really taking advantage of dudes, because a lot of the population in prison, they don't train. They're not trained fighters. So a trained fighter, 8 out of 10 times I have the edge. You get what I'm saying? He gonna have the edge.
Cause you fighting, you thinking about it while you fighting. You're not just...
that's the edge is the discipline.
Yeah.
The trained fighters know defense. You know, I'm gonna say boxers. I'm gonna use that. The boxers, they're defensive. They think. A fighter, he's just coming forward with swinging punches. And like 90% of boxing or fighting is mental. It's a mental thing.
So at first, like in the 90s, how much fighting is it? It's like an everyday thing?
Now, when you get there, like when I got there, they're gonna shoot 3 men at you. It's a 3-man back door, that's what they call it.
Immediately?
Yeah, 3-man back door. As soon as you hit the prison, you hit the cell block, they're gonna tell you to go to the day room. They're gonna do a hoe check, that's what they call it, a hoe check. They're doing a hoe check. So you gotta be there.
Yeah.
If you're not a hoe, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
So your partner's gonna tell you, hey man, don't miss day room, don't miss that first in and out after work call, right? Cause they're gonna assume you're a hoe, you ducking. You ducking the fade or whatever you wanna call it. So you go to the day room, they shooting 3 at you. three dudes that's already there. They been there, that's in shape, you know, whatever, they gonna shoot
Waiting
them.
on your ass.
Yeah, so you gonna go one at a time. You going one at a time, you fight the first dude, right? You may do pretty good first dude, you may not, depending on who the first three are, who the three are. But it's really designed for you not to make it. It's just to check your heart.
Just see how far you'll go, type
yeah,
shit?
To check your heart. Like, will you stop? Will you give up? It's not you. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna win any of those first 3 fights. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not winning because it's not designed. So now you done fought the first dude. You probably did all right.
These people that been in there, they've been doing fucking push-ups all day.
They doing their cardio. Yeah. They learn how to box. They might got technique, whatever. And then now you finish with him, and then it's another fresh dude. This nigga fresh. He like, come on. So this your second man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now you fight him.
Yeah.
You attaining more damage, you know what I'm saying? You tired. They gonna send a third one at you. Cause they trying to see if you'll break, if you'll tap out, if you'll give up. Mm-hmm. So if you tap out, then officially they call you a hoe. You gonna ride with somebody, that's what they called it back then in the 90s, like you riding. So what riding means is that you don't have to pay somebody, you getting it started. If you go to commissary, you got people sending you money, then they was doing 60. So you might have to give your whole $60 spend to the person who you riding with. Dang. If you didn't have money, that's what I was telling you about. Anthony turns to Antoinette now. Cause then you ain't got no money, so they gonna start prostituting that person out.
Everything is about money at the end of the day.
It's really commissary, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have the money and you riding, you gotta bring some income. Right? So now they trying to turn that dude into a bitch, a homosexual, because they want to sell his mouth. They want to sell his ass to somebody who wants it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And everybody in there not on that type of time, like the homosexual time. That's like a common misconception.
That everybody...
Yeah, like all prisoners are gay. Like all prisoners aren't gay. You know what I'm saying? It's only a small percentage that's actually on some homosexual shit. And you'll be surprised, a lot of times it's the dude that's coming in and on his way back out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the niggas that's in there with a bunch of time, the niggas who got 2-3 years. A lot of times, them the niggas that's coming right in, and then they coming out here, and then they picking up their lifestyle.
Yeah, already was ready for it. All right, y'all, so look, we just dropped the Patreon. That means access to this full interview early and other few interviews like it, as well as essentially an apprenticeship from me digitally. Now this Patreon is gonna have 2 tiers. The starter tier is gonna come with early access to full videos, behind the scenes content, tattoo and piercing quick tip, ad-free content, as well as information recommendation. That means any book, ebook, YouTube video, course, whatever I come across, what helps me is gonna help you. Now the second tier, that's only for the hustlers. That's gonna have access to everything I just mentioned, as well as in-depth tattoo videos with technique voiceovers. These are not time lapses. This is full 2, 3, 4 hours, however long it takes me to tat, you're gonna see all of it. We're also gonna have my Piercing 101 guide that's already up, my Piercing 102 guide that's on the way. I'm gonna drop the gems for the entrepreneurs. I'm gonna have things for clothing lines, manufacturers, how to speak with them, etc. I might even do some personal critiques for those trying to be tattoo artists. Be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the Patreon.
With they girl, they baby mom, they wife, you know, I met dudes in there that was actually married, and in prison they like females. They acting like females out there. Yeah, it's a harsh reality though, bro.
Was that like I mean, I was gonna ask if you was kind of prepared for it, but I guess you a kid. Ain't no really way to prepare.
Yeah, nah, there's no way to prepare. You just gotta go through it and gain the experience. But like, nah, you bump into dudes that been doing time, and they like I tell you, like once you get through with the whole shit, right? You pass the test, right? You got your ass whooped, but you didn't tap out, right? You showed heart. So now you got dudes they gonna invest in you. You know what I'm saying? Dudes like, hey man, I'm gonna put you under my wing, but not on like no negative shit. It's like
you more of an equal.
Like we gonna school you how to do your time.
Gotcha.
And like we finna point out the cautions, you know, shit that you need to avoid, this and that. There's no stealing, absolutely no stealing. You get what I'm saying? Like don't fuck with these punks, don't fuck with this TV, you know what I'm saying, mind your own business, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, they gonna hand you a book, hey, check this out, youngster. You get what I'm saying? You got dudes that was really giving game, yeah. How much time, you know, now they trying to.
Because ultimately, they're not really trying to see a whole bunch of niggas just coming in here dying and all that shit. Yeah. That same cycle over and over and over.
Some dudes just didn't care, right? When I first got in there, they was on the shit, they was like giving you game, educating. But later on, once like I started doing my time, like they kind of got away from that. Like dudes got reckless, you know what I'm saying? They ain't nobody teaching no more. Like they was teaching, they was giving game, they was telling you about like get in school, go to college. And then like, I think my second year there, they took the grants. Like you could apply for a grant to go to college and get educated. They took all of that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So now you can't go to school. You can get your GED and probably get a trade, but they took the college off the table.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I can't tell you. But they took it out. Because a lot of dudes was taking advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of intelligent dudes in prison that would love to have a second chance.
Yeah.
A lot of my first mentors was like dudes from prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like really
and they got real degrees and
real degrees.
Yeah.
Like real degrees, but they might not ever come home. You know, they just doing it to pass time. Yeah.
So what kind of like you said, at first they were doing that and then they weren't?
Doing what?
Like at first they were teaching and then they later.
I mean, I don't know. They start snatching, like dudes start coming home, like leaving, right? Or they start segregating them, putting them in like cell blocks where they only spend like, they down there spending like 24 hours a day in a cell. Single cell, no cellmate. And then the game just changed. I don't know how the atmosphere changed in there, bro.
I was gonna ask, around what time do you see it start changing?
Let's say probably like early 2000s, probably like 2003, 2004, cause they came like introduced it like a safe prison policy. They started trying to clamp down on like dudes getting raped, dudes getting extorted, you know what I'm saying? So they had a zero tolerance policy. So they started implementing it. Cause back when I first got there, like you could tell a guard like, hey, we finna fight, like me and D, we finna fight. And the guard, he gonna walk down the runway or he'll go downstairs and let us fight.
But all right, bet.
Yeah, that's it. He just don't wanna see it, right? But he'll allow it to happen. But
cause if he see it, then now
somebody can say,
just
say like if you didn't wanna fight me and I showed that aggression towards you, I fought you, I beat you up, and then you ready to catch out. So you could tell him that the officer was right there. You know what I'm saying? And
now he had fought as well.
Right, yeah. So that's why they would leave. You know what I'm saying? Or like we finna do a hoe check, or we finna do some fighting up here. He'll go downstairs or he'll walk down the run like he's doing a security check. You get what I'm saying? So he won't witness it.
But then after they changed the policies, all that shit kind of started.
It kind of started going out the window. They holding them accountable because you used to fight without getting a write-up. You know what I'm saying? That was part of the culture. Was fighting. A lot of times they wanted us to police each other. You get what I'm saying?
Make it easier on
them.
them.
So we policing each other basically. You know what I'm saying? Like we taking care of our own. If something go down, like we gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? Which was easier too though. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having them in your business, like we take care of whatever happened. This our block. We the ones live here. The law don't live here. We live here. You know what I'm saying? But it was dangerous that way though.
Yeah, that shit. It's controlled, but it's like a controlled fire. Like it's easy for this fire to now become uncontrolled. Yeah.
So that's what Safe Prison did. It kind of took that away. You know what I'm saying? It's like they gonna handle it regardless. So like every fight, you go in the lockup, you get in the case. At first they was allowing you to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they just ask you like, me and you fight. It's over. Like, yeah, it's over. You good? Like, yeah, I'm good. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Y'all can't go to the infirmary though. You get what I'm saying?
Because now, everything gotta get written down. Yeah.
So as long as you're not gonna go to the infirmary, like you good. Like, you ain't gonna get moved, I ain't gonna get moved. So that's how they used to do it. With safe prison, it's like everything. It don't matter if it's 2 weeks ago and they find out you fought, they're gonna take you to PhD, which is actually pre-hearing detention.
They don't gotta prove it?
Investigation. Yeah, they gotta do it. I mean, they start putting cameras in prison too. They got cameras.
Also, when you got there's no cameras.
Yeah, at first there were no cameras. So they started
The guard really gotta just see it.
Yeah, right. It's basically his word against yours, but he got the right of way because he the guard. But then they start implementing the cameras.
Yeah, that's crazy. No cameras. You for sure gotta get active.
Yeah, you getting active.
Protect yourself.
Shit show. Like I told you, my time changed. Like the first 2 years, like I was wilding. I ain't understand what to do. But what changed my mindset too was I knew a guy. He had a 2-year sentence, and then his homeboy stole a Mexican shit, right? Mm-hmm. But he had 18 months completed on the 2-year sentence, so he had 6 months to go home. He ended up getting stabbed up in the day room and died with a 2-year sentence.
From the shit getting stolen?
Yeah, he ain't had shit to do with it though. It had absolutely nothing to do with it. And I seen the shit for myself. Mm-hmm. It kind of changed my outlook on doing time. You know what I'm saying, too? That was like, it was a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying, that kind of shaped me into the person I became.
Are you looking at it as like, oh man, this nigga only got 2 years, man, or is it like,
nah, that shit fucked me up. I'm saying like, cause here it is, I'm sitting here with a life sentence, right? This nigga got 2 years, he got 18 months completed, and he didn't make it home.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, this nigga didn't make it home, so I need to stop bullshitting and playing and be serious, cause the nigga could die in here.
Just that was as easily.
First, yeah, nigga could die. Yeah. That's what it became real. Like, that's one of the ways it became real. It's like, damn, nigga could die in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga, I'm fucked up. Like, this nigga got 2 years.
You think you didn't look at it as real at first cause you were so young?
Yeah, I was young, and it's like I say, the reality still hasn't set in that I got a life sentence. I know I got it, but I'm just young. It's like, you still wild, and I still don't understand consequences. You know what I'm saying? And then this is something that I seen. Like, this nigga, I know that his name was Roderick Campbell, right? But his homeboy stole his silly shit. He had absolutely nothing to do with stealing nothing. But prison is segregated. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up paying the ultimate price for some shit he ain't even do. Like, he fought for his life though.
Just that easily.
Yeah, he fought for his life. You know what I'm saying? So they came back from breakfast and they was waiting on the rover to come roll the doors to let them in, right? Mm-hmm. I'll give you a little back story. Probably like 3 weeks before that, we had just had a ride with the Mexicans, right?
So tension's high? Yeah,
so tension already high, right? So what they did, they came through trying to integrate us. Like, when we had the rides, they housing black with black, they housing Mexican with Mexican, and the white guys, they're gonna be housed with the Mexicans. You get what I'm saying? Like, they always sided, blacks are on their own.
Well, it's probably more of y'all too, huh?
So nah, not really.
Oh, it's not?
It's a lot of Mexicans too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, the Mexicans and the white boys, they always rode against the blacks. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So 2 weeks prior, we had the ride, black and Mexican, right? The white population is always the smallest though. You get what I'm saying? It's always the smallest. So they want to integrate to see if we can come off this lockdown. They put us on a lockdown. We 24 hours a day. We can't come out our cell, but to go shower like every other day, right? They gonna feed you like Johnny sacks, which is a sack lunch. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you in your cell. They gonna come take all your property so you don't got shit.
Yeah.
So they coming to see if we're willing to integrate, like if blacks are willing to be housed with Mexicans or if Mexicans are willing to be housed with blacks. So some dudes, they signed up for it, but they moved them from 1 row to 2 row, right? That's where they gonna start the integration on 2 row.
On different area.
Yeah, they gonna put them on 2 row so the rovers know who is who. So they did the integration with them. I wasn't one of the ones that was willing to integrate. Like, I ain't like, this shit serious. Like, I ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
Like, so
Cause you know that this just happened.
Yeah.
Like, so it's people who they not playing with
It's just
you.
like you can't play. I'm not willing to integrate. Like, I know this shit's serious.
Yeah.
I ain't willing to integrate. You know what I'm saying? So they did. And so they moved this guy Red Rum. They moved him in the cell with a Mexican. We were on medium custody. Red Rum stole this silly shit because they were sending him to close custody. His silly was at work. And when he moved, he stole his silly radio and some of his commissary and shit like that. His celly didn't say nothing. His celly just told his homeboys, they plotted up, got their knives, and then, you know, we juveniles, we still youngsters. We like 19, at that time I'm like 19 or 20, I'm gonna say I'm 20. So they go consult with the old Mexicans and they give them the knives and tell them what they need to do. You know, this how y'all handle this, right? So they go to breakfast. They come back and dudes sleeping in the day room, you know what I'm saying? They waiting on the people to come roll the doors and let them in. So it was like 9, I'm gonna say 6 Mexicans and like 3 white guys, but they all got their heads shaved bald. So they pull out the blades. So they start stabbing motherfuckers. Like, niggas took out running.
Yeah.
Like, niggas took out running. They ran out the door. The officer ran out the door. The officer locked the door. 5 people got locked in the day room with the 9 motherfuckers with the knives.
Damn.
Get what I'm saying? So 5 blacks got locked in. So they fighting. And he was one of them. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting for his life. He got stabbed up. The lawman locked the day room though. He locked them in, his policy, because he trying to control it.
Right, so it don't turn into like a huge riot.
Like, he trying to isolate the incident where it could have been more if he locked them in. But the door should have been locked, but it wasn't locked. You know what I'm saying? He just had the door shut. But when the dude, that's how they was able to run out. It actually worked in their favor, in the blacks' favor, because they ran out of the day room. By policy, the gate should have been locked. The day room door should have been locked.
All right, y'all, so look, if you follow me on social media, you already seen I've been hand painting each and every one of these plaid shirts, man. This is a new exclusive drop from 4D Apparel. Got mine on already, hand painted on the back. We got a few different fonts for each one. Now, I drew all these fonts myself just to, you know, have an outline for how I'm hand painted on there. Get in here, man, showing the hand paint. Now, that being said, as live as they are, I know you already want the exclusive drop because there's only 34 of them. So the reason there is only 34 of them, we got the 40% off tattoo coupon inside of the shirt. All right, now look, if you watch Client Conversations, you already know about these 40% off, man. I was talking about them to Trey in the interview. I had made these a few years back, and you know, we ain't even gonna bring up the past. All that matters is get you one of these, one of 34. Look. There's only 34 of them. I'm not playing, man. Get you one of these online now. You get this coupon in there. Whether you just want the shirt, whether you just want the coupon, whether you want both, whether you're going to split it with somebody. Drop the price in half and split it with them, man. Get you one before these are gone. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me show them the. Let's see this shit. By any means, T. Get you these before they're gone. This is one of my favorite ones right here. Now I made each of these by hand and I hand painted each one. That's why there's only 34. Get them while you could get them.
But it's so early in the morning, the lawman, he just left it open. You know what I'm saying? And so when they pull out the knives and start stabbing them, a lot of them niggas took out running. They ran. They like, you see somebody run, they just ran. They don't even know what's going on. They just ran.
Fuck it,
right? They just took out.
I think that's some black shit too.
Yeah,
like.
everybody do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas took out running. And then the lawman, he ended up locking the door. And those 5 niggas got locked in the day room. And Roger just happened to be the one that died. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he the only one who...
He the only one died. Everybody got stabbed up. You know what I'm saying? It was like Capone, I know Capone, Yellow Capone, he got stabbed up. Kryptonite got stabbed up. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember the other Rip, that's Roderick. And it was like 2 more dudes that actually got locked in the day room. But he was the only one that died. You know, like, I could see the day room from my cell, so I seen him fighting. He was surrounded like by 3 motherfuckers stabbing him.
Yeah, you just forced to just watch this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I'm in my cell.
Yeah.
I'm in my cell, but I can, like, when you hear the uproar, that's what woke me up. Cause I'm in lockdown, I'm on one road, but I can see the day room. So when I hear the uproar, that's like the niggas running out the day room and shit. You know what I'm saying? They running out the day room. I get out my bed and look through the bars and I can see. And there it is, you know what I'm saying? He in the front of the day room. He fighting 3 motherfuckers and they stabbing the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, some shit that ain't got nothing to do with him.
Yeah, he ain't had shit to do with it, but it got something to do with you because you black. And a black dude stole this Mexican shit. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to have the element of surprise. They ain't doing no politicking. Like, this gotta be paid for.
Is that something that stayed from the 90s, the racial aspect of everything?
Yeah, it's still racial. Yeah, it was still racial. Prison is still divided. Prison is always kind of, I'm gonna say like, probably like 30 years behind. You know, like
from the rest of society.
From society. Like, hell yeah, it's still like that. It's not as violent though. It's not as violent.
Yeah.
But it's still segregated. Like, Mexicans don't eat with blacks. Like, you can have a Mexican homeboy from the world, like, come to the shop, you can tap with him, and y'all go to jail, like, y'all not supposed to eat. Like, he got the restrictions. Like, yeah, they give him the restrictions. His people gonna place that sanction on him. Like, blacks, you know, we cool, we ain't tripping.
Yeah.
Like, if you my Mexican partner, fuck it, let's come. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if, like, cause you know you got gang members in that bitch too. You got Crips, you got Bloods, you got folks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got all of that. You got you got Latin Kings, you got all of the little SA gangs, you know what I'm saying? So it's really divided. Like me, I ain't rep shit. I'm not in the game.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
I ain't in the game.
What made you was you just on some like, I'm just a man, I don't need that?
I mean, I ain't listen to my mama. Fuck, I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah, cause the gang, you gotta do what the gang say, right?
Basically, you coming through the door. Now I done been propositioned. You know what I'm saying? But like my mentality was that like, nigga, I ain't listen to my mama. What the fuck, I'm gonna come to prison and let a nigga tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And like I said, I wasn't scary. I had over like 20 fights before I got locked up.
They really come to you because they need you on the team.
I ain't gonna say that. They got some real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Some of them dudes, they really marks. You know what I'm saying? But they really do got some real niggas in there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's like one of the groups that approached me was the Black Disciples. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a partner named Truck D. He wanted like the niggas who, I ain't gonna say, he governed a lot of the Black Disciples, the BD niggas that's on Southwest right now. Mm-hmm. He one of the niggas responsible, Truck D. And Truck approached me with, he wanted to bless me into being a Black Disciple, but like, I love Truck, that's my nigga.
Bless you mean like that? Yeah,
like put you down, that's how the disciples call it.
Yeah.
The disciples, they call it bless. You know, Crips put you down. I guess Bloods, I don't know what Bloods term they use, but I know the Black Disciples, they call it bless, they gonna bless you in. So Truck wanted to bless me in, right? But he was one of my trainers too. One of the niggas I got some game from as far as like boxing, like took my game to the next level. Mm-hmm. Truck D. But he got like 8 life sentences.
Damn.
He got like 8 capital.
Man, not to interrupt you, what's the point of stacking that shit like that? Why do they do that?
Because people want justice.
But it's like,
justice. Like, the nigga got 8 lives. The coolest nigga.
What, I'm gonna die and come back to life and y'all gonna give me another one? What the fuck is that?
They gonna make sure you don't make it out. Cause that's the common misconception is that, like, you hear life sentence, so you might have thought I wouldn't have got out, but I had to like explain to you.
So like with him, what you did, there's none of that.
He ain't coming out.
Yeah.
He got 8 of them. They stacked. They not ran concurrent. You know what I'm saying? Like if he got them concurrent, it's a possibility. Yeah, he's just one. Even though it's 8, they all running concurrent, so he can make parole on that one. You know what I'm saying? On one and come home. But they making it this guaranteed, nigga, you not coming home. You got 8 of them back to back. So you make parole on one.
Come ask us that
you make parole on one, you need to make parole on the other 7 first before we let you out. You done made parole on one. The people wicked, bro. But this nigga.
And they sit there and play with you and let you parole on one of them knowing you got 7 more.
I don't even think they'll give bro that. But bro was about that out here. You know what I'm saying? Like bro was really about that. And then like he was He was like a gang leader.
Yeah, you were saying he's trying to bless you in or whatever.
Yeah, he wanted to bless me in, but like I just wasn't with it. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I ain't listening to my mama. Why would I come to prison and let a nigga tell me what to do? I'm self-governed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we still maintain, we were still cool, but he was like, yeah, man, I'm put you in, ain't only 3 people gonna be able to tell you what to do. You know, that's how they lure me in too. I knew that was game. You know what I'm saying? Like the proposition, like, you're gonna have to just answer to me, and then I got 2 people that's above me. Like, that's cap.
And then all that's subject to change.
That
That's how they get you.
It was never gonna be that way.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was never gonna be that way. That's just the campaign. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I didn't get down, but we stayed cool though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if I would have got down with a gang, it probably would have been there, because there was something that was like Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the Cali, even though Disciples started in Chicago, that branch, you know what I'm saying? It's in Houston. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Versus like on some Cali shit with the Crips and the Bloods.
Mm-hmm.
But they got everything in that though.
Does it start with people like, so say it's like a California, you know, I don't know, fucking Pyru Street or whatever. Does that start with people from there coming to the Texas prison, or does it just
sometimes? I mean, a lot of them dudes came from the world though. You know what I'm saying? Like when the gang started integrating from Cali, like niggas moved. Niggas left Cali and moved to Houston. Like niggas left Cali and moved to Dallas or San Antonio or Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? They start putting niggas down in the streets.
Yeah.
So them niggas start banging in the streets, and they catching murders, they catching bodies, or they committing crimes. And now they Crips or they Bloods. You get what I'm saying? But in some exceptions, like they'll start their own set. They'll start their own set.
Wherever they at.
And yeah, like Stop 6, like in Fort Worth. That's like a Blood set that's Texas, like originated in Texas, in Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they do it.
Even though you don't gangbang, you gotta be aware of all this just to keep yourself safe.
Yeah, for sure. Like, even though like I'm solid, I'm 10 toes down, you still gonna need other dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like other solid niggas to back you, because I'm one person. I can be tough, right? I can know how to squabble, but niggas ain't gotta respect that.
Yeah.
So the only way I can get the one-on-one, right? I can get the one-on-one if I got some niggas gonna stand behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, because otherwise they just gonna run over you. But there are situations where, like, there are times when you might be living on a cell block when you solo though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you by yourself. So you do the best you can to avoid confrontation though. You know what I'm saying? It's peace first with me. I'm always leading with peace. I'm a defensive.
Like you said, you ain't just get off on bro from your story earlier. You asked him, like, is this what you trying to do? He said, nah. You like, all right, good shit. We smoking, we chilling.
Yeah, for sure. Like, no, I'm saying? That was after though. Like, no, you stole. Like, bro, you stole the weed from me. So when I came to ask you why, you got aggressive.
Yeah.
So I hit you. You know what I'm saying? So when I uppercut you, when I asked you why, you bitch ass, and before you finished that, I uppercut you. No need to dance.
But what I'm saying is, it could have been, you could have did him much worse following that.
Yeah,
that's in a. I see it like in an environment such as that, like it's so violent already. For you to just uppercut the nigga and then leave it at that, like that's the most peaceful shit he could have possibly expected from this situation.
He could have fought. Like, that's what I'm saying. While he was collecting himself, while he was on the floor, like gathering his bearings, right? I'm waiting. I'm gonna give him action.
Yeah. Because
the fight started when you started disrespecting. That's why I hit you. I was gonna call him out. I was gonna give him the fair one. You know what I'm saying? When I'm asking him about it, if he just kept it presentable, then it would have been, well, okay, I'm gonna look at you. That means let's squabble.
Yeah.
Like, let me see what you're talking about. You stole from me, so we gonna go back in and get it in, right? So now you can prepare for it. But when you bitch ass nigga, I don't play the bitch and hoe game. You got niggas that play bitch and hoe. I wasn't one of those dudes that played the bitch and hoe. So that's a fighting word to me. So when you lay it out with the bitch ass, it's understood. You getting punished. So the fight started then when you said bitch ass nigga. That's what started the fight. So
you had told me after a while you stopped fighting, you just Putting them in the chokehold.
Yeah, I mean, once I started learning how to submission people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's part of it. I'm trying to come home. That's when I started really trying to come home.
You learned that with the training?
You meet, like, okay, so once UFC caught on out here, right? MMA caught on out in the world. People start coming to prison that know MMA. Right? So I'm already boxing. I'm already a fighter.
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to see this style of fighting in prison. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The mixed martial arts, I'm starting to see it. So again, it's like, okay, I need to adapt so I can survive. You get what I'm saying?
You started picking up on that.
Yeah, so now I need to learn this because these the niggas I'm gonna be fighting now.
Cause they already doing it.
Yeah, they doing it in the world. Like, a lot of dudes didn't come in with it, but like I say, it's popular in the world. So same way boxers get locked up, you got MMA fighters or UFC fighters or niggas that was training to be that.
Yeah.
They getting locked up. And then they might, like, the same niggas, like, they teaching me how to do something. You know what I'm saying? So they teaching somebody else, possibly, but I just need to be prepared.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I need to learn how to kick. I need to learn how to elbow. I need to learn how to take you down. And like, early in the old penitentiary, you're not supposed to kick. You know what I'm saying? They don't allow you to kick.
It's like more like rules to the...
Yeah, they not allowing you to wrestle, but like, if you got some niggas that's with you, like niggas, like, even though you're not technically supposed to wrestle or you're not technically supposed to kick, niggas will allow you to do it. If you big enough to do it, you can do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, who gonna tell a nigga no with the knife?
Yeah.
Who gonna tell a killer he can't kill? Who gonna tell a killer he can't do this? If that's your mentality, like, you know what I'm saying? So some niggas, there's always some niggas that's above the law. Or just instinctively, that's what a nigga do, a nigga wrestle. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no rules in fighting. But later on, like, niggas, you seeing more and more, you know what I'm saying? I think niggas probably imposed the no kicking rule though. Cause a lot of Mexicans, they kick when they fight. They'll kick you in the nuts, kick you in the shin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think
On that
blacks,
I
think blacks probably the ones that implemented the no kicking. You get what I'm saying?
But you like, I'm just gonna learn how to kick.
Yeah, no, this is later on too though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually know myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm gonna learn this shit and I'm using it. Like, you can't, like, ain't no rules. Like I told you, I done came into my manhood now. So you ain't telling me what I can and can't do. I'm big enough to do it. And I'll pick up a knife if necessary. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, fuck, you gonna tell me I can't do, you can't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it went. Not on no tough shit, but it's just like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me what I can or I can't do. Nigga, I'm not a Crip, I'm not a Blood. Like, you niggas don't govern me. Those rules govern Crips. Those rules govern Bloods. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just me.
Yeah, I mean, even though their rules does trickle down, you get what I'm saying? To niggas that don't gang bang. But I'm one of them ones. Like, you can't tell me what I can and can't do. If I choose not to abide by the rules, then I'm not abiding by the rule. So if you got a knife, I'll give me a knife too. Now we can go there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just how it go. Because if you telling me I can't do something, then it's gonna be a consequence, or it need to be a consequence for me doing it. So if I'm telling you, like, nah, fuck you talking about. I'm not doing it. And there's no consequence, then you look like the sucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's very, very primitive and aggressive. But there is a lot of intellectual, like, activity going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really learned a lot. It really shaped. It desensitized me to violence even more though, because I'm seeing people get stabbed, I'm seeing people die. You get what I'm saying?
But the violence shit's not necessarily 24/7.
It's
like,
not 24/7.
You still gotta eat and shit. What happened? They cut off?
Yeah, it's not 24/7. Yeah, it's not 24, but it's constant though.
Yeah.
It's consistent and it can be, and the possibility of it happening is always present. It's always present.
So since you've been out, because when did you get out? You said 3 years ago?
Nah, yeah, like 22. 2022. I got out.
Was it hard to get used to the changes just in society?
I didn't have that problem. Cause I mean, like in prison, they work you, right? For free. In Texas, at least. In Texas, you're gonna get a job. If you're eligible to work, you're gonna go to work every day for free. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a requirement.
Yeah, like my thing is that like if I'm working in here, slaving in here for free, then like I'll work anywhere. You get what I'm saying? So that wasn't a problem for me. I didn't have that issue. And I wasn't behind. Like one of the things that I didn't like is for like the credit cards and stuff like that, like paying. Like I was kind of intimidated by that. Cause I didn't like going to a store using my credit card. Like the way it changed.
Like they're gonna,
I just didn't like people to know my business. Not
Yeah.
information. It's like I don't like to reveal that I did that time. Because people stereotype you. So when I go in the store, I don't know how to use the credit card machine.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? When I first came home, I would watch. I learned a lot through watching.
And they already tapping the card and everything.
Right there.
Yeah.
But I'm not even understanding basically. You know what I'm saying? I don't want somebody to like look at me like it's easy. Like just do it. I don't want to have to tell you like, look, I don't know how to do it. Or I'm in a line full of people and I have to do it.
Holding the line up.
Yeah, like, and I'm not really understanding because they don't have that in prison. So it's not a badge of honor with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm only telling the story because we start chopping it up. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't like, I never leave what I did time. When I had my ankle monitor, I always wore pants. I'm not the dude that's gonna walk around with the ankle monitor in shorts. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't me. I don't want you to know that I did this time. I want you to respect my mind and not my conviction.
Wait, why you have when you got out, you had to have an ankle monitor?
Yes, that's part of the supervision. You know what I'm saying? That was part of the supervision. I had an ankle monitor for 18 months. You know what I'm saying? So they put me on a monitor. A GPS, GPS monitor. I had to make a schedule to go everywhere I needed to go. And I had to get that schedule approved.
Damn.
Had to do it. Some parole officers would allow you to do it like every week. Some, which is better, right? Because week by week. But some would be zero tolerance, like you got to do it per month. So how I know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing 3 weeks from now? Shit might come up, but I already put my schedule in.
Yeah.
So I can't go. You get what I'm saying?
What was the hardest thing to like get acclimated to when you did get out?
Like that's what I was just saying, like as far as the credit, that was the only thing, cause I wasn't really behind because I grew. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, because we used to fuck with cell phones. When I said it earlier, you might have missed it, but like that's a whole nother lane. Niggas sell, like right now, cell phones doing, like niggas charge like $2,800 per phone. So you could buy you a cell phone. It's illegal to have a cell phone, but niggas are buying cell phones. So that's keeping me relevant. You get what I'm saying? Like I get a phone, so I'm not really behind on the technology, but yes, I'm still behind. That's one of the reasons like you would never know that I did that type of time unless I tell you. Because I was constantly connected to the world. And like they have guards that work, females that work in prison. So I was always in a relationship with a guard. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a big family?
Did I have who?
Do you have a big family?
I do, but a lot of my family from back then, like I ain't fuck with them because they, you know, like it's just like that. You get a life sentence, motherfucker not holding you down. Like they struggling too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I had to learn that. Like they struggling, but it wasn't about the money with me. With them, I needed them like mentally and spiritually. Cause I went in at such an early age. You know what I'm saying? So until I found myself, until I came into myself, it's like it would have helped for the spirit. You know what I'm saying? They would have helped. But like, you know, they going through what they do, life. You know what I'm saying? And when I got out, like I held them accountable though. Like I really don't fuck with them. It's like I don't hold a grudge, but like when I did need you, he wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
But now that I'm home and I'm doing good, I'm doing decent. You feel what I'm saying? It's like now everybody, I'm your cousin again, or I'm your uncle again, or I'm your nephew again. You get what I'm saying? And it's like I'm not gonna. When can I see you? Like you could have seen me when I was in prison.
Easily, I knew exactly where I was at.
Right. So, and this is all of this true because when I came home, a lot of that shit happened. Like people started wanting to see me. You know, obviously I don't live in Fifth Ward no more. Yeah. But my grandmother still stay in Fifth Ward, and her house is like the common ground. Like everybody go to see her. So if I see you there, then cool. I'm gonna be cordial. I'll be respectful. I'll speak to you. I'm not rude. I'm not disrespectful. But I'm not gonna go out my way to come visit you, to go see you. You didn't do that for me. You get what I'm saying? Like for your birthday, you don't have to. You're not receiving a happy birthday for mine. You don't have to send me that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gotta do none of that. With all this fake love. So yeah, my family, it's not really big, but they didn't do time with me. My mom stayed,
that's kind of what I was gonna ask you when I asked you had a big family.
Yeah, my mom wrote it out. My mom wrote it out the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my sisters, one of my sisters, she was younger. When I got locked up, she was 12, but my older sister, she didn't hold it down. We were real tight. Me and my baby sister, we wasn't tight because she was still like, she 12, 11, 12 when I went away. So she had to grow into herself, but we never got tight. You know what I'm saying? But my mom was the one that was there. But like I told you, I'm in relationships. So I kind of adjusted to the penitentiary negatively too.
Yeah.
So with the guards, it's like, hey, bring this. You get what I'm saying? So there's a black market for everything in prison. Like nigga, go get a $15 phone and sell a phone for $600-700. You know what I'm saying? Like the value done went up over the years. It started like when I got in the game, you can get a phone for like $500.
Yeah.
But like now they selling them for like $2,800 a phone. So
do you feel like you need, like does one need to get a cell phone? Or is that just like?
I ain't gonna say you needed to. If you wasn't hustling, if I wasn't hustling, then I didn't need one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't need no phone to be trying to talk to no boss lady.
Right.
She come to work every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna see her. You know what I'm saying? But it's not worth it because like you get free real time for that back then. Like you get caught with a cell phone, that's a whole nother charge.
Just for having it.
Yeah, they gonna charge you. They gonna charge you with it. So you don't need to have one, but it helped me though. That's what I'm saying. It's for like
staying up to date.
Yeah, it allowed. I didn't get institutionalized to that degree, because I feel like everybody that do some time, they become institutionalized to a small degree, because you are a part of the institution or you are in the institution.
Did you have and I want to get into the crypto too, but did you have social media when you were?
Yeah, but you can't put your name on it. You can, but if you get like they start,
it'll be stupid.
Yeah, right. You really snitching on yourself.
Right. I got
so
you.
Niggas make fake pages and shit. What niggas was doing though, we was jumping on like the dating apps, because that's what a nigga wanted. Like nigga jumping and running to Plenty of Fish. I forgot the other one. A bunch of those little apps. But one of the things I would do, I would post a picture, but I would take the picture down when I'm putting my phone up. Like say, when I got my phone out, I'll take it and upload the picture, right? Just say I'm on Plenty of Fish. I take it, got the picture of myself, boom. So I load it to the app while I'm on the app. But when I'm logging out of the app, I'm gonna take the picture down. You get what I'm saying?
So whenever you talking to women on say Plenty of Fish, are they like, is that bars behind you? Is that
You tell them like a lot.
Or you just tell them straight up?
You really be surprised. Like women be attracted to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
So because they know where your ass at.
Yeah, sometimes you don't lead with it. You could tell them like, yeah, I'm locked up. Where you at? You have to be cautious about that.
Yeah.
Like where you at, because you don't know. You could be talking to a guard. You could be talking to a task force. Somebody because they started creating task force for that reason.
Try to catch you with the phone.
Yeah, you could be talking to somebody, or shit could go sour. You could actually start out cool with a chick, and then y'all fell out, and now she turning you in. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be cautious about it. I did a little of that, but like most of the relationships of most of the females I fuck with, they were guards. I kind of got an understanding of who I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's more cut and dry.
Yeah. Meeting the chicks online, like I ain't really commit to that. But you would do what you wanted attention. A lot of my confidence came from there too, though.
A lot of your confidence came from
like
it?
just like when I say coming to my manhood, a lot of that like it deals with that too, cause
you're missing out on
like
these
I
things.
grew up in
like
prison.
Yeah.
Like so I don't meet. They train women in prison to not like if she's attracted to you, they're gonna train her to not show it.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times a woman could feel like you handsome or you attractive, but she won't act on it.
Yeah.
You won't know it. So getting on these apps and you seeing chicks and they showing attraction to you, they compliment you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, yeah, it kind of go and it's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm alright then.
Yeah.
Or they compliment you for your intelligence. They compliment you for certain, just everything. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you when you said you had a baby when you was
Yeah, I had a
13,
daughter,
so you was
but
already advanced.
But yeah, but still, it's like, but spending a lot of time in prison, that's a different level of like 13.
Yeah.
13 to like now I'm 20,
still 13,
19,
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So these are grown ass women. This is some like juvenile love. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is totally different level. Then now I'm away from society. You need the affirmation.
How old was your baby mom? Was she 13 as well?
Nah, she was 12.
She was 12.
Yeah. In the ghetto, people don't really got shit. That's all you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you broke, you ain't got shit to do. Find somebody you think you're in love, you start having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the first thing you get to. You start having sex.
You think it's just because y'all just exposed to that shit too early or what? Or do you think that's too early?
It's too early. For sure it's too early. You know what I'm saying? And I was managed though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And I'm gonna say she was too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say she was too. But it's just experimental. That's what I was saying when I say it's a primal urge. Like sex is a primal urge. You can never see somebody have sex, but you will want to have sex.
Yeah.
And if you get an erection and you see her naked, you'll figure out where it go. You know what I'm saying?
I know for me personally, the girls showed me, like, the women showed me what to do type shit. Like, I feel like they were more mature.
I wasn't a virgin though.
Than I was.
I wasn't a virgin when I met her. You know what I'm saying? We already experimenting.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't a virgin with her. But yeah, she ended up getting pregnant.
You feel like it was on accident or was it on purpose?
Recklessness. We was just reckless. We don't know the consequences of having sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know that, like, this is a gun. Like, it's basically like nigga playing with a loaded weapon. Like, I got a penis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that this shit I'm shooting out gonna impregnate her.
You're not even thinking about it.
I don't know nothing about it. You're not getting I wasn't educated. And I'm assuming she wasn't either. Cause we having unprotected sex at that age. I'm 13, I don't even know I can have kids. Until she ended up being pregnant. Which was a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy. I couldn't imagine me at 15 going and getting, like, being told I have a life sentence, but I definitely couldn't imagine having a baby at 13. That's even wilder to me.
But like, like I told you, I didn't, even though like her mom got pregnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never met her until I came home. She was already in her 30s. Daughter. Yeah, she was already in her 30s by the time I came home. You know what I'm saying? And her family was like, they put her for adoption. But they made me think it was a full-on adoption. But they actually
like just, to some random,
like to like,
a
legal adoption.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was a legal adoption. I just feel like her mom gave her, well, my daughter's mom gave our daughter to her sister who couldn't have kids. So it was just in the family. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. How old was the sister?
I guess she was in her 30s. I didn't know her, but like I didn't have a choice.
So it was a much older sister.
Yeah, like my daughter's grandmother gave my daughter away to her sister.
Oh, to the grandmother's sister,
To the
great
grandmother's
aunt.
sister. Yeah, to the grandmother's sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So we didn't have a say-so over there because we were so young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they were embarrassed that their daughter, who's 12, is pregnant.
Are you able to even like go to the hospital like for the birth?
Nah,
and
it was
all
none of that.
stuff?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I knew she was pregnant, but they immediately snatched her out of. She was going to private school anyway, but they were embarrassed, so they enrolled her into a pregnant school.
What's that?
I think it was
what it
called
sound
K.
like?
I think it was called K, where like girls that got pregnant, they went to school. So a bus came to get her at her door and
Just so
drove her
they
to
ain't
school.
gotta be, you know,
like
school
they was embarrassed
and-
about it.
Yeah.
And like we after she got pregnant, like we stopped messing around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even really see her the whole time she was pregnant. But once she had the baby, we started back talking. You know, she reached out to me and I knew she was because like people would see her. You know what I'm saying? I figured, okay, this is why she stopped talking to me.
And you
get what
kind
I'm
of
saying?
figuring like this,
Yeah,
my
I'm
baby.
figuring, but like once she had the baby, she told me. Like, we started back talking, like, you know, I just had a daughter for you. So that's how I found out her name, right? My daughter's name. And she told me about the whole adoption shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I bid on it. You get what I'm saying? But as we continued, me and her started back messing around, I'm realizing that she has access to our daughter. And I don't.
Is she just saying things that making you think like how you said
Like,
with
she
the police,
popping up
like
with
this not a
pictures and
third
shit.
person account?
Yeah, she popping up with pictures. Like, where the fuck you get a picture from? You're able to tell me what she's doing, but I don't have access to her.
Mm.
So
Was you feeling aware about that, or was you?
yeah, I was
just
feeling
too
the way
young
because
to-
I was in love with what I thought I was. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, I'm on some do the right shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love her. This is my girlfriend. I ain't cheating. But once that happened, right, and I'm realizing like you got this access, but I don't. Like I'm feeling some type of way. Like, you ain't loyal to me, so why the fuck am I gonna be loyal to you? You get what I'm saying? Like, as far as the relationship go. So, you know, I started slanging now. You know what I'm saying? Which created problems.
Between
Me and her mom.
oh okay.
You know, I ended up shooting her mom. Her mom pulled a gun on me. After, like, first of all, she got pregnant. Then when we started back talking, she tell me blah, blah, blah. So now, when I'm realizing you got access to the daughter, it's like there's no loyalty to you. Like, so I start entertaining other females. You get what I'm saying?
So you feel like that's just as worse. That lie is just as worse as the lie of, you know, fucking with somebody else or whatever.
I mean, I wasn't lying. It's just that I don't owe you loyalty now. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna share it with me. I don't have access. You got access. I want access too. Cause I never had the choice, remember? I never had the choice. It wasn't my choice to give her away. Even though it's the best possible outcome for her. Because me and her mom, I'm 13, her mom's 12, we can't raise her.
You can't even get a job.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
So that was the best possible outcome for her, to be adopted by her aunt. You know what I'm saying? A great aunt. So like I say, we started back talking, and I'm entertaining other females. She get jealous. She pull a gun on me. Right? She pull a gun on me and start talking reckless. I went to the bathroom. We just had sex. I went to the bathroom and cleaned myself up. And then this the pager era. This ain't the cell phone era. This the pager era. My pager go out. She grabbed her pager, but she done seen it before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to chicks in front of her. So that's what I'm telling you. I'm not lying. I talk to chicks in front of her on her phone, right? At her house.
So she know what the pager means.
Yeah, so basically, but I'm in the bathroom wiping up, and then she's in the room, the pager go out, she grab a gun. So I guess she fed up with being treated the way she feel like she being treated. She come in the bathroom with the gun. She like, we gonna call this number. This better not be one of your little bitches. If it's a bitch, I'm gonna shoot you. But like, she don't talk like this. She done been in private school her whole life. You know what I'm saying? She don't talk like this. She got the gun, she's shaking, and it's like, damn. So now I'm kind of scared. I'm shook, cause it's like, damn, this bitch finna shoot me. Cause she done showed me the pager. I know it's a chick. So she like, we gonna go call this number.
Finna get shot.
Yeah, we're gonna call this number.
Damn.
We're gonna call this number. So she escorted me to like the dining room area. You know, they got a couple of phones, but where she could see me, she pick up the phone, she dial a number. Boom. She tell me, motion for me to pick up the phone. You know, like pick the phone up. So I picked the phone up, but she could see the fear on my face. And she just started laughing. Like she hung the phone like, you really a hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you really
She was expecting you to not be fearful of.
She just saying like, cause
With a gun?
I'm handling her.
Yeah.
Like as far as with the chicks. And she like, you really a hoe ass nigga. I can't believe I've been letting you handle me like that. Like, but as soon as she put the gun down, I'll go for the gun. Like I'm finna get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone. Like you gonna make, now I get my heart back. Like bitch, you gonna make a nigga kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like bitch, I'm finna go.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. But I ain't gonna shoot her. I'm not gonna kill her, rather put it like that. So I start getting dressed, cause I'm about to leave, but I'm talking slick. But if she allow me to leave, then she never get shot, right? So when I get dressed, I put the gun in my waistband. I'm trying to leave out the door. She blocked the door off. Like, please don't go, I'm sorry. So we start kissing and shit. And it's like, I'm aroused all over again. So now I'm feeling like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, this ain't gonna work. So while we kissing, I pull the gun out. Now, there gotta be consequences of you pulling the gun on me, right?
Okay.
So I'm kissing her, close my feet. I squeeze one out. When I squeeze one out, I hear the pop. I got a 25. So I hear the pop, pop. She screamed. Even though it's my intention, right, to shoot her in the foot, I'm still shocked when she actually said, I'm hit. Like, you shot me, you shot me.
Because at this point, how old were you?
I probably was like 14 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 14. Because she done had the baby and we both done got older, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like 14, so I shoot in the foot. Like, she take off. Like, I'm calling the police. But it's kind of dark in there. So when she turned the light on, like I see the trail of blood. Like, damn, what the fuck? So she panicking, so I get on one knee like I'm about to propose, but I'm like, come here. Like, come here. So she come to me. So I reach out like this. I'm like, put your foot in my hand. She put her foot, give me her foot. So I wipe her foot, because there's blood everywhere. I wipe her foot to try to see if I grazed her or see if it's actually like a hole, like it like penetrated.
Yeah.
So when I wipe the blood for that second, I see it's a hole. I'm like, fuck, she see it too, because we both looking. So when I wipe her foot to get the blood out the way, I see the hole. She see it, so she go into a whole nother zone. She grab the phone, get the fuck out of my home, call the police. And I'm like, damn. So when I hear her talking about calling the police and she on the phone, I'm looking for the shell casing. I'm looking around for the shell casing, but I don't find the shell casing. I find the slug that went through her foot. It's on the floor. The blood done dried up by this time, so I grab that bitch because I can't find the shell casing. I head out. She ended up calling the police, but she called one of my partners first and told him. So she stayed like 3 streets away, so I'm walking like fucked up, like, damn, I actually shot this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really regretting it. Like, damn, I shot this girl, man. So my partner, he meet me. She done told him, and he meet me. So he like, man, you shot Monica? And I'm like, yeah. So I open my hand up and show him the slug with the dry blood. So when I show it to him, he punched me in the chest. He like, man, you a bitch ass nigga, why you shoot that girl? Man, she pulled a gun on me. Ain't no reason, you know, he checking me for it. Like, man, ain't no reason for you to shoot her, man. Like, yeah, I know, bro, but you know how I go. Yeah. But now I'm trying to get out of field war, cause the law is coming. I can hear the sounds and shit. But she covered for me. When the laws come, she tell the police that somebody tried to break in her house, forced their way in the door, and she was wrestling with them over the door, and they shot her in the foot. So for the next, I'm gonna say at least a year, I say a year. That's the story she going with. Now, mind you, I done got her pregnant, right? So now you got this incident where you get shot in the foot and you lying about it. So her mom is pressing her. Like, hey, who shot you in the foot? So she's still with the same story. Somebody try to force her mom and them, they ain't going for it though. They know it's me. They feel like she protecting somebody. So they keep pressing. So after a year, like, baby, don't tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? And she confessed, like, yeah, Anthony shot me. Her mom called the police. You know what I'm saying? She called the police. So that was the first charge I ever had.
So whenever you get the other case, you already have this charge.
Yeah, I already got it. I got the aggravated assault, but like I told you, she lied. Even then, even though I intentionally shot her, she still told them that I accidentally shot her. You know what I'm saying? So she really got down for me the whole way. But now, I get away for a while, like I said, a year. And I'm at school. The school security come get me out of class. Like, come with me. Walk to the security office, open the door, HPD in there. I try to break, he grabbed me, like, nah, I'm in a bunch of shit. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of those kids that ain't really got no supervision.
You didn't necessarily
I got
know
too
what
much
the reason
freedom,
was.
you know what I'm saying?
For...
Yeah, I just see the law, I'm about to go.
Yeah.
That's the code, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when Mr. Newton grabbed me, he like, nah, just come on. So when I go in, the law basically tell me to play. He like, look, everything cool. This is about such and such. You shot in the foot. She said it was an accident, blah, 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 blah. We just gonna give you a court date. We're not taking you to jail. Cause I didn't have a record. And he say, since this incident, to our knowledge, you ain't been in shit. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna give you a court date. You got to appear in court on this day. Cool. So I go to court, end up getting a year probation for that aggravated assault. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. So we kind of, like, yeah, we still talking. You know what I'm saying? But like, I still never met my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I never met my daughter.
At this point, is she seeing her?
She's seeing her
on occasion, or is she like in her life? Like,
yeah, okay. I'm gonna tell. I tell you, I don't really want to discuss it, but I'm gonna tell the people who she is. My daughter is Drea Nicole, right? She got a podcast, a popping ass podcast, Poor Minds. That's her podcast. But I'm her biological father. This ain't about no clout. I'm just telling a story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna speak in detail, but that way you will understand what I'm talking about. I had absolutely nothing to do with her success. I didn't raise her. That's her mom. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I lost my train of thought. What was the question before
I was saying at this point, does she have access, like, is she in her life?
Oh, okay, yeah. So she is in her life. She grew up around her mother. She, like, her and her mom, they have issues based on that because they were telling her she was adopted outside of the family. They telling her she's adopted outside of the family, but as she continued to get older, she started looking more like her mom, and she's looking like her mom's sister. So she done basically figured out that she wasn't adopted outside of the family. And then to her mom used to treat her like harshly or different, almost like she regret, because she had her at 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were a mistake. So she grew up around her mom, but she didn't know that was her mom, but her mom knew that she was her daughter. So that's
I mean, she also could have been having just feelings of like, I know I can't go back on this at this point, and I don't know how to kind of process this, so now I gotta just
I don't know. We talked about it, but I'm telling you, this is her. Yeah. What I'm telling you is what she told me.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not speculating. When I did meet her, this is what she's telling me. This is how she felt. Like it's fucked up that I grew up around her. And you seeing me a lot. Like, you're in the family. Like, I'm around you all of the time.
So, but what do you think? Like, because I know you said, you know, y'all are 13, you couldn't have raised this child, but do you think there was a better way to go about the situation, or do you feel like it was like,
I feel like it was
the best way possible?
I feel like it was a better way, right? But especially if you just did it like that. If she was adopted in the family, there's a better way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my people could be acknowledged too, and we could have access.
Exactly.
Like, it's different if you gave her for adoption at the hospital and there's no contact, right?
Because it takes a village to raise a child.
Right. But now, honestly, like I'm saying, the best outcome for her was being adopted. because I'm 13, I'm in the streets, I'm reckless. And as you found out a couple of years later, I ended up going to jail, get certified to stand trial as an adult.
Right.
So she would have been a part of that anyway. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no telling how that would have happened. And then with her mom being so young, it affects her. Her mom ended up like getting herself together, like, and became successful too. You know what I'm saying? So it's the best outcome for them, for sure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the best outcome.
Do you think that whenever she finds out about you, are you still under the life sentence?
Yeah, I'm still incarcerated. So like the whole time like I was incarcerated, my mom didn't believe like that, like I have a child. I got a child. I'm telling you this the whole time.
She didn't believe you?
Yeah, she don't believe you. Because she ain't
That's
seeing
funny.
a baby.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like she ain't seeing a baby. She didn't witness her being pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time I'm telling her, even when I get incarcerated, I'm trying to get in contact. I'm trying to establish it, right? But
So she not even trying to like reach out and because she don't believe you.
Yeah, I feel like it's just that she don't believe me. We had the conversation. She said she did, but I don't really feel like she just believed. You get what I'm saying? Until, like, remember I told you I met my wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I met my wife on right of prison. She was living in Dubai for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? She from Florida. She graduated from the University of Massachusetts. She got a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? This is what I need. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at this time when I'm getting on right of prison, it's like I'm ready to come home. The females, the prison guards, they keeping me in prison. Cause every time I get one, I'm gonna get her to bring me some contraband. And then I get caught with the contraband, I'm not gonna let the boss lady out, I gotta protect her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just
Are they on some like, we want you to stay here to be with me? Or are they like,
I'm saying like,
cause y'all could be they just work
it's
there.
like, just say like, if Kai is a guard, like, okay, we in a relationship, it's illegal for both of us, right? But I convinced Kai to bring me something in. So say, bring me an ounce of weed, right? Boom.
All right, y'all, so look, if you follow me on social media, you already seen I've been hand painting each and every one of these plaid shirts, man. This is a new exclusive drop from 4D Apparel. Got mine on already, hand painted on the back. We got a few different fonts for each one. Now, I drew all these fonts myself just to, you know, have an outline for how I'm hand painted on there. Get in here, man, showing the hand paint. Now, that being said, as live as they are, I know you already want the exclusive drop because there's only 34 of them. So the reason there is only 34 of them, we got the 40% off tattoo coupon inside of the shirt. All right, now look, if you watch Client Conversations, you already know about these 40% off, man. I was talking about them to Trey in the interview. I had made these a few years back, and you know, we ain't even gonna bring up the past. All that matters is get you one of these, one of 34. Look, there's only 34 of them. I'm not playing, man. Get you one of these online now. You get this coupon in there. Whether you just want the shirt, whether you just want the coupon, whether you want both, whether you're gonna split it with somebody. Drop the price in half and split it with them, man. Get you one before these are gone. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me show them the. Let's see this shit. By any means, T. Get you these before they're gone. This is one of my favorite ones right here. Now I made each of these by hand and I hand painted each one. That's why there's only 34. Get them while you could get them.
I get jammed up. Now people start seeing and people may say, oh, he's fucking with her. Yeah. They realize that, oh, they got an inappropriate relationship, right? Me and her, we in an inappropriate relationship. So now they pressing her and they pressing me. Yeah. But when I get caught with it, like, we know you fuck with such and such. We know you fuck with Miss Kai, right?
Yeah, so is that
just tell us, like, give us the proof. And it's like, you know, niggas, you got some niggas that do flip, but I'm not one of them. Like, so I'm just gonna protect her. Like, I'm already locked up. Plus, you know, that ain't my character. Like, she risked her freedom to help me. You get what I'm saying? So, and I feel like niggas could do time easier than women. You know what I'm saying? It's harder on a woman. So at the time when I met my wife, I mean, they require
because
so
of nature?
much. Yeah, they require the physiology, you know what I'm saying, the anatomy and stuff like that. It's easy for men. So at the time when I met my wife, it's like I'm at that point, like I'm trying to, I need something to believe in outside of here. I'm finna just put all my eggs in one basket, because during my time, I really didn't give a fuck, because it's like I just need to survive the day. So I never wanted to hope to make parole. You know, I never put all the eggs in one basket, because I seen niggas lose their mind and get broke with looking forward to the expectation of making parole. And like, you got niggas that do the best, they do it. They don't get in no trouble, and then they come up for parole and they continuously deny them.
Because at the end of the day, you at the hands of the parole board.
Yeah, you at the mercy of them, right? Yeah, you at the mercy of the parole board. So I wasn't one of them. I'm in this bitch wilding. I'm just living my life. But at that point, it's like, that's one of my biggest fears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest fear, like to really believe that I can get free, and then have them not give it to me. And then it ended up manifesting though, because when I met her, I ended up making parole in 2021. But they took my parole back. The biggest fear. I was 18 days away from coming home. They snatched my parole. Gave me a seal.
Something happened, or they just decided?
Nah, they just, for what they never disclosed why. They never disclosed why. They just 18 days away. Like, now I'm believing, I'm here. I'm at the door. And they snatched it. It's like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, she came to visit and tell me, like, hey, they snatched your date. Like, what? What happened? I'm trying to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this time, I'm gone, like 28 now.
Yeah.
And it's like, you done gave me the hope. Because on paper, you done freed me. But I don't actually get the actual freedom. So it's like.
Then after so long, it's like, maybe they will let me go. Like, it's been, it's bringing up old shit at this point.
I had to get to that point. But at the time, I was heartbroken. I'm going to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went in at 15. It's like, damn, man, this is what I ain't want this to happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm heartbroken. It's like, the fuck, man. Like, and I'm actually believing, because like I got the freedom on paper. Mm-hmm. I got an actual date to come out. And then 18 days before, you change your mind. And it's like, damn, that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it took me some time. Like, people started learning what happened. You know, people encouraging you, hey man, stay strong. Mm-hmm. They gave it to you before, they'll give it to you again. Then I looked at it like that too. Like, okay, they gave it to me on paper. They'll give it to me again. I just gotta keep my nose clean. I gotta stay out the way.
Next go around.
So when I came back up, they actually gave it to me. I actually made it home. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, man, congratulations. You telling me about the crypto. So we first met, you had came in to get some supplies for the tattoo.
Yeah. And
then you was telling me later on about the crypto. So kind of going to like what kind of thing you do now, like on your new journey.
Okay. Well,
since you've been free.
You know, I exercise. I'm an artist too.
Yeah.
You know, like I had hit you up about that. I'm an artist, and then I came into the knowledge of crypto. One of my partners, JP, I met JP when I was in pre-release. When I met him, he just got out here 2 weeks to go home, so we started talking, and he like, damn, cuz you normal. He a crib. He like, damn, cuz you really a normal nigga. He hear me talking. He like, damn, you normal, bro. You gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? So he come home. They moved to Houston. We lock in. But one of his partners knew about crypto. You know what I'm saying? And he trying to turn JP on to crypto. Mm-hmm. But I'm already into certain things, but I just don't have nobody to guide me that way. So when JP introduced me to Classic, it's like, all right. And he telling me like Classic, telling me about this. Classic finna show me how to do crypto, but he like, I ain't really gonna fuck with it. Yeah. And I'm like, shit, see if the nigga fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I see the intentions behind it.
And you already like to learn, like you said.
Yeah, I like to learn, but I understand the relevance of like how society is advancing. So I know it's going to this. I just don't know how to get into it. I need a guide. And being that he's really trying to give it to his partner who he got love for, but his partner don't really want it. He not receptive.
Yeah.
And he telling me about it, and I'm like, shit, see if the nigga give me the game. I'm willing. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up calling him. And he telling like, man, my partner Ant Cause he used to always tell us about each other, like both of y'all niggas gangsters, but y'all intelligent, you know what I'm saying? Y'all really get along and they really end up happening. So when he telling him, he telling me the same thing. So when he telling me, I would tell you about my partner Ant, he wanna learn about crypto. So he telling, well, yeah, I'll teach him. And so JP was like, hey, he say he gonna fuck with you. I said, okay, I'm finna come get you right now. And he like, nah, I'm finna come get you. So he stay downtown. So I go pick him up from downtown in Houston house, and we come back to the West. Go introduce, he put me on it. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what I need to do, get this, get that, and he started teaching. And I'm paying attention, so I'm putting the money in, you know what I'm saying? Like I done lost a bunch of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I got the game.
You gotta lose money to make some money.
Yeah, I mean, just by, he gave me a lot of info. He gave me the foundation, but I needed to learn more. Cause where we differed at was, like, once you invest the money into a crypto, right? So I'm just gonna use meme coins for example.
Okay.
So one of the first coins that I had invested into was called PayPay. So I put 3,000 in PayPay. And PayPay like rose to like 9,000. So he telling me, like, the way he taught me was like, it rise to 9, don't pull your money. It's gonna drop a little bit, but it's gonna go up. It could possibly go from 9,000 to 20,000.
Yeah.
So this is how he give me the game, but in all actuality, I'm supposed to take profit. You know what I'm
And
saying?
leave the rest.
Yeah, cause I'm up 2x.
That makes sense.
I'm up. I put 3 in, this bitch up 9,000. I should take profit, right? And I
Because if it's going up, it's gonna keep going up with your other initial investment as well.
I mean, but that's a mistake. Like, that's the way he gave me the game, but it took me to continue to invest and learn and acquire information. And I'm running into information where people are saying you always need to take profit. You don't ride the market because you cannot time the market. So not being able to time the market, yeah, you can't time it. So that 9, instead of it going to 20, that bitch dropped down to like 2,000 or something. You know what I'm saying? So I missed the opportunity. But I did it again, and I did it again, and I did it again, because I still ain't learned yet. It rose back up, because with crypto, you don't really lose until you sell. It's very volatile. It'll go up. It'll go down. It could go up 15% today, and it could drop 20% tomorrow. Then 2 days from there, it can rise up 40%. So it's very volatile. Yeah. You're gonna go up and down. So that's why it's essential for you to take profit. And one of the things I learned too was, just like it went up, right? Where I bought, just say the price I bought in, just say I bought in at 10 cents per coin. And then it went up to 90 cents per coin. I sold. The market is gonna drop. The market is gonna correct itself. People are gonna start selling off, right? Which will affect the price. And it's gonna affect the amount that you have in there. So once it drops lower, it could possibly drop lower than the 10 cents that I bought in at. Right. So now it drops to just say 4 cents, right? So if I sell all my coins when it was at 90 cents, that's a profit. And then once the market corrects itself or go lower, I bought in at 10 cents. And now it's at 4 cents. Now I buy back in at 4 cents, which is lower than what I first entered in. And then wait for you wash and repeat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You wait for the shit to happen again. It's gonna go back up.
Instead of just sitting there with all your money.
I didn't understand it. Yeah. I didn't know that. I was riding the market. And then another thing he was telling me that was that they have stable coins. Like, either I could have did that, or I could have sold everything and put it in the stable coin. The stable coin is basically a coin that's pegged to the US dollar. It's not as volatile. So each stable coin is like $1 a coin. So that 9,000, I could have sold all of the PayPay for 9,000 worth.
What's the purpose of a stable coin? Because I thought the purpose was that it's like not centralized like the USD.
No, it's stable. That's the point. Like, the stable means that it's not as volatile as the other, like the meme coins and other altcoins. You buy in, just like if I put 9,000 in there, if I sell the PayPay for 9,000, worth of stable coin, I might end up getting probably 8,970 something. Because there are fees, transaction fees.
Right.
But it's gonna basically stay there.
Right. This is
Right around it's gonna stay,
apple.
right around there. So it retains its value better than meme coins or altcoins and stuff like that. It retains the value. But like I say, he gave me the game. He gave me the game and the understanding to get in. But that's where we still differ though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I done acquired my own style. I done acquired my own information. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for him for teaching me that. Because as you can see, the world is moving to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is going digital. All of Trump is putting all of these different policies into action. You know what I'm saying? He's writing up all these different bills and these laws that regulate the crypto market. And at some point, everybody's gonna have to go to that. You're gonna have to use it. You can't get away from it.
Oh, you think it's gonna be just?
Yeah, they tokenizing everything. It's the norm. It's definitely the norm. Banks are buying shares of it right now. When Trump came into office, Trump created a strategic U.S. crypto reserve. Mm-hmm. So like
same as in regular.
Yeah, like banks have reserve currency in the bank, right? That's what they doing with crypto. He created it. So they have a U.S. strategic crypto reserve. What they're gonna use it. So banks are buying these institutions, they buying this stuff up.
And these people in these positions, they don't do anything for this year or next year or even 5 years. They doing shit to put in a position for the next 20, 50.
Because the dollar has lost its value. It's losing its value. It's gonna go to zero.
Keep going down.
Yeah, that's what, because they continuously print money. They were trying to make people think it's a scam because they cannot print crypto. You can't print like Bitcoin. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in existence.
Yeah.
So after that 21 million is on the market, you know what I'm saying?
It's just about the value of it.
It's gonna continue to rise.
Yeah.
The value is gonna rise. They can't print it. They can't control it. That's why they didn't want people to know about it. That's why they made you think scammers and criminals used it, which is absolutely stupid because the blockchain is a ledger.
Yeah.
Like it records every transaction. So why would a criminal want to do shit on the blockchain when you can never erase it and the record is consistent?
It's always
regardless to who open a computer, who log into it, who do what, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Forever. So you basically telling on yourself as a criminal.
That shit crazy. Bro gave you the game and then, you passing it on.
Yeah, I mean, I encourage, that's like I sent you the book. You know, send the ebook. Like read the ebook. Cause it'll give you a foundation because you're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
They don't really talk about it on the news. By the time they talk about it on the news, it's gonna be too late. How else can like somebody like me get into crypto and get some money after doing 29 years in prison?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to stock markets and doing that. You're not gonna be able to do it. Cause they got all these different regulations. You have to have a couple of $1 million to get in on certain like initial public offerings and shit, like get in on these coins. But with the Bitcoin, the crypto and shit, you can get in, anybody. There's no regulations now. They setting it, they writing the regulations now, but you can still get in and actually get rich with them.
So now they're trying to lock it all down?
Yeah, they regulating it, like, cause like I told you, the dollar going to zero. So that's why they all getting into Bitcoin and they getting into all of these other coins. They buying them up because they're gonna start using these coins as the currency. But they not really talking about it on the news. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a smartphone, you know what I'm saying? But people don't use it.
What do you think about any of the other options versus, just not being a US dollar like gold or?
I mean, gold is always a plus. You know what I'm saying? Gold that's basically what they're using Bitcoin for.
In replacement?
No, like, cause initially when like money came into existence, gold was just like every dollar bill was backed by gold. Mm-hmm. So the dollar bill basically was a claim check. It started like a claim check. Like people had gold. Gold was the money. That's real money.
The dollar, so you don't gotta carry around a big ass sack of gold.
That's your claim check.
Yeah.
So if I want to give bro, if I owe him $20 worth of gold, I just write it on a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
That's how you actually got checks and shit like that. That's how it started advancing, because people can't, you're not gonna run around with 20 pounds of gold.
Right.
And be trying to give it to somebody. So they came with the method. Somebody write it and then I give it to you, you take it to my bank and they move it from my account. They weigh it or melt it, weigh it and measure it and send it to you. Give you the right amount. So that's how it started. So as it continued to advance, all of the money in circulation was backed by gold. But they realized, being that it's backed by gold, they can't print. So they came up with different schemes, put laws into place to where now they have like every bank got a reserve. So they at least have to have this certain amount of money in the bank to operate. So just say it's 250 million, right? Just say that's the bank reserve for each bank.
Mm-hmm.
But for every dollar of that 250 million, they can loan out $33. You see the difference? Now you see why the money is being inflated, why everything is fucked up, because they took the gold standard for every, just say you got $50 billion worth of gold. You actually got $50 billion worth of currency.
Right.
But when they took it off the gold standard, you got 50 billion. You don't really have the gold standard, so they could just print. I'm gonna say that. So for $1 worth of gold, they could loan out $33 that they don't really have. So they just creating the money out of thin air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. When you go to get a loan, they ain't got nothing backing it. All they using is your consent to say you gonna pay, and they create it. That's how they loan you the money. It doesn't come into existence until you sign. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they make their money off interest. They make their money off interest. So
because the interest is real money that you really paid them.
Nah, the interest is what it costs to borrow money. That's what interest is. Interest is just what it costs. The price is gonna cost you to borrow money. You spend up all your money, we're not gonna give you the money one for one.
Right.
So there's interest. You need to borrow something. We want to make something in return off of you borrowing it. So this is your interest.
So if they don't have money that's in the loan,
Yes. Okay. Yes. Cause most people only pay when you get a loan, most people only pay on the interest. They keep you paying the interest. You never paying the principal. Just say the 10,000 is the principal, right? But you have interest fees every month. So it constantly goes up. You only paying the interest. They keep you paying the interest that you forever paying the interest. You haven't even started knocking off the principal, which is the 10,000. Yeah, that's the same with the cars. So with cars, what you should do is make 2 payments a month. You know what I'm saying? Pay your interest and then pay a second payment towards your principal, because you're gonna constantly knock the principal down. That's what you should do. But that's how they do it. But it's a whole big, but most people don't. It took me to go to prison. I learned half of this shit in prison. Yeah, just reading. You know what I'm saying? Reading and coming across information, like I was saying, like a lot of my mentors were from prison. You know what I'm saying? And some of my other mentors are books. You know what I'm saying?
You got any books you recommend just for like anybody to read?
It depends on what you into. There's a book called, I think, Jekyll Island, something at Jekyll Island, but it's about the money and stuff that I'm telling y'all about. The Uniform Commercial Code, like it's a legal document. It governs all business transactions. You need to know it. That's what they use in everything, the Uniform Commercial Code. It's a lot of books. I done read a lot of good books that influence.
Should be saying that like on documents it'll say like UCC dash whatever.
Right. So that's the Uniform Commercial Code. That's exactly what it is. It governs like a lot of the shit that they do. If you can learn the UCC, you'll be successful. Like a lot of cause this whole society was built off paper. Mm-hmm. It went away from the actual substance, which was gold, and they started really pushing paper. Like checks and all of that, the interest, the bank loans, all that shit is just paper. That's why they don't want to move away from that to the digital shit. They tried to keep people away, but the creator of Bitcoin, that's what they didn't want to control. It was about self-custody, where I don't have to go to a bank and get approval to move my money. If I want to send you, if I want to take, just say I want to take 50 million out the bank, I don't need their approval to do it because it's not gonna fuck with their reserve. Remember I told you they have to have a certain amount of money. Each bank has to reserve a certain amount of money. So I can't go to this bank and get this 50 million because they only got 250 in here, 50 million, and I'm trying to take 50 out. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna tell you no. So people didn't want their control. They didn't want their control no more, so they created that lane. And for a long time, they tried to keep people away and they misinformed people, but the people, they continue to gravitate towards it. They continue to put the information out, and now they're embracing it because they don't really have a choice. So they trying to get ahead of it before retail. Retail is us. They trying to get ahead of the curve and buy up everything. They trying to buy it all up. And what they're gonna do, like they starting these ETFs, these exchange traded funds. They starting crypto, like they got a Bitcoin ETF, they got a Ethereum, I think Ethereum got one too. But what that is basically like if you wanted to invest in potato chips, a ETF would allow you, like just say Doritos is the top selling potato chip. Then you got Frito, then you got Ruffles. So they allocate a percentage of your money to each one of those. That's what an ETF is. So that's what they're doing with crypto now. They're buying up all of the coins, like Bitcoin, I'm gonna use specifically, they buying up all of the Bitcoin. So once they buy up all of the Bitcoin, they're gonna give you access to the Bitcoin through ETF, which is paper.
The same shit the banks did with
you don't actually own the actual coin. You just give them $10,000 and they're gonna tell you how much interest you making on the 10,000. It's the whole banking system all over again. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was telling you to get in. I'm telling people to get in because I got Bitcoin, I own the coin. You can't tell me how much, I make all of the interest. If the bitch go up 200%, I get all of that 200%. You know what I'm saying?
The thing that I don't understand is like, I know.
Did you read the book?
I didn't.
Okay, because it'll give you a foundation.
Yeah.
It's an easy read. It's an easy
like,
read.
where is it stored? That's what I was gonna ask. The Bitcoin. Like
Bitcoin is on the blockchain, but I store my coins on my wallet. You have a cold wallet. This is a cold wallet. This is a Tangem. This is a Tangem cold storage wallet. Let me pull this motherfucker out.
And that's just where you store it?
Yeah, like, so when you buy, like, I bought the coins on the exchange, a crypto exchange. It's like a credit card. It got a chip. This is a 3-card set, right? This is a 3-card set. So on this 3-card set, this chip is only in those 3 cards. So when I buy it on the exchange, which is online, so you hear about people hacking, like these exchanges getting hacked all of the time. That's how people lose their money, because they're storing their crypto on the exchange, right? Which is online, right? So when I buy my crypto, I buy it and then I pull it off of their exchange and store it on my wallet.
Okay.
So this is the cold storage wallet, so it's offline. You got a question?
You know, well, how do you get to the, like, how do you access that? Like,
right here with my phone. Like, there's an app, there's a Tangem app.
Okay.
On the phone, there's a Tangem app on the phone. I mean, well, you download the Tangem app once you buy the card. You buy Tangem, right? Then I download the app and then I tap it. So I don't have to tap my card because I got it set up, but like, there are passwords and everything. Like, you could, if you rob me, you ain't getting shit. Yeah. Because you don't have my information. You get what I'm saying? You can't do nothing without it. So if I'm not giving you my password, which is my private keys, you can't even move it. You can't access it. You can't do nothing. But now I could pull it up on my phone right now and show you my my wallet.
See all the information.
I can show
and
you
shit.
my wallet.
What you think about the tattoo?
So this is tangible. This is the tangible. See the wallet. Okay, now this is one of the wallets. I got 3 different wallets. This is a wallet. This is this one. That's what's showing you this card, right? This is a wallet, but there's. Can you see it?
Oh, we're less.
Oh.
We're better.
And then this is a wallet, tangible. So I got 3 active wallets on here. I'll show you, like I'll send you the book the same way I sent it to him. You know what I'm saying? But I'll send you the book. It's an ebook. But like the way you can spend it, like, okay, so when I'm ready to spend it, right? I can send it back from my wallet to the bank because they let you link your account. Because they haven't gotten advanced to where I can use this like a credit card. You know what I'm saying? So when I need to take money out of those accounts, what I do is I already have them linked to my bank accounts. So I can just, if I want to take 2,000 out, right? I take the 2,000, I send it to my bank. You can do it instantly or you can wait 3 days. But of course, if you do it instantly, there's a fee associated with it. If you do it instantly, boom, it's there. Send it to my bank account. If I need to get it out, if I want cash, I go to the bank and just withdraw it. But in the future, you're not gonna need to do that. But right now, being it is so primitive that you still have to do that. But they're gonna find a way where you don't have to do it. You don't have to seek approval. Yeah, you don't have to seek approval. And like I said again, the purpose of crypto is self-custody. Like you don't have to answer to nobody. If I got 10 million on here, I can send it to you. If I owe you 2 million, I don't have to seek the approval of the bank to send it to you. It's a transaction between me and you, as it should be.
Kind of like a Cash App, but like.
Yeah, but Cash App, they kind of monitor it. Like on this is like basically offline.
Oh.
This is offline.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This is offline, so I can send it to you straight. You send me your wallet address, I get it, I send it straight to you. You pull up your card, it's there in a matter of seconds. And then the timing, the amount of time, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't take long for the payments to settle, and that's why they're trying to use it. It's quicker. Like it's gonna be there in seconds. It's not gonna take a week. It's not gonna take 10 days, 2 weeks for the money to clear. It's there instantly.
I hate taking pictures of tattoos, man. It's the hardest part. Trying to get it to look like how we actually see it. What you think?
I haven't looked at it yet. I probably have to see a picture though. It looks good from here though.
You can look at it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you made him black.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, man, these kings and queens and gods and things of that nature, they already were black, so.
Yeah, for sure. You on point,
no
man.
reason to depict them how they weren't.
That's part of it too. They gonna hide everything.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna hide it. I say 99% of what they tell you is not true.
Right.
99% of it. The whole banking institution, all of the history, the winner wrote the history.
Exactly. I was saying that the other day, like, do you think that all this history is what we see, or was it like Julius Caesar dominated everything? You don't think he burnt the library down and only left the books that he wanted to? That's why I be trying to tell people.
Rewrote.
Like,
they burnt their shit down and rewrote and passed on the history that he wanted to be passed on.
And then after hundreds of years, we just believe
that
that's what it was because it's an old ass piece of paper or whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely what they do.
Yeah.
The whole point of school is to tell you how to like, it's like behavior. That's the reason they make you go to school, so they can teach you how to be a slave.
That's why
it's behavior. It's about teaching
certain
you your
periods,
role.
go do this at this time.
Teaching you what they want you to be. They want you to be a worker. Yeah. They don't want you to be an entrepreneur. We need workers. We don't need entrepreneurs, so we're gonna teach you this role in school. We're gonna teach you that. Yeah, that's what they do. I think the best thing happened to me was that I didn't finish school. You know what I'm saying? Because I educated myself by reading,
Your
which is
mind was more free.
unconventional. Yeah, which was unconventional. Like, you know, when you go to college, they call them instructors, right? They're instructing you on how to interpret text.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause a lot of time, like, you can read something and you know, like, this is how you interpreting it, and they telling you, nah, that's not true. It's this way.
When in actuality, it's a multitude of ways to interpret it.
Like the reading the Bible
Right.
or law. Law is interpreted so many different ways.
Are you religious?
Not necessarily. I'm gonna say no, flat out. I just don't want to offend nobody who watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm spiritual. You know what I'm saying? The actual word religion, like if you do the homework on the religion, the etymology of the word religion means to tie back to. To tie back to. So what are you tying back to? Re means to do again, right? Legion, which is where it came from, means to tie back to. So what are you retying back to? The source that you came from. But of course, like, people don't do the homework. So the way that they fed us religion is not actually how it is when you look at the etymology of the word religion. Once you break it down and do your homework, like I say, re means to do again. Everybody know re. And then legion means to tie back to. So what are you trying to tie back to? There's a great book called Metu Netter that speaks on it.
So what?
Metu Netter. Metu Netter. It's a must-have. That's where that came from. That breakdown. Amin, his name, the author's name is Amin Ra. I think Amin Ra. I'm gonna look it up. Cause I got the book. I done had like 3 of them.
Keep losing it or what? You keep misplacing it or you giving it to people?
Nah, like, I started in prison, but you know, like, I would read through it and destroy the book from reading it.
Yeah.
And then, like, passing it on, I might get moved or transferred. Somebody got the book and I had to get another book, you know what I'm saying? Just really trying to turn people on.
We do want to take that thumbnail.
What, it's dead?
It's not.
That's why I gave you the, it's cool. We'll do it right now.
Okay.
Shit, and I appreciate you coming in through.
For sure, man. I
Chopping
appreciate
it
you.
up, man. I done learned some shit. I know people watching this will learn some shit. And it's just amazing to me that you were able to come through all of that from such a young age and be able to still keep your intelligence and keep your mind right to be able to get out and be invested in crypto and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tattooing and all that shit. We're gonna take a picture over here for this thumbnail, but let me get a picture real quick. If you could take your glasses off, I'm gonna show them your face.
You take the head out?
No. Just so I can see the face tattoo cover up. Real quick, I'll put that on the screen. Appreciate you.
For sure. Appreciate you.
Get right here, get this picture. Oh, we still recording? You got everything? Did you get everything? Okay.
So yeah, the author is Ra'un Nefer Amin. RAUNNEFER AMEN. Like 4 different words.
Okay, I'll just take a picture of you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Get a picture right here.
Oh, no. Oh, you got it.
No, it was, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's up.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take a look.
It's cool.
Let me see the book.
Make sure
No,
we
this
get
is
one.
the book. This is what it's gonna look like. But this is volume 2, so you want volume 1.
And what are these books about again?
Like the foundation of religious spirituality.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, the foundation is gonna tell you who and what God is, how it came from Africa, how it affected everything. Because God is in everything. What they try to do is separate God, take God out of everything. But God is in everything. From our society, when we started, where we came from, our ancestors, God was a part of everything. You know what I'm saying? What they did was separate. God is within you. You know what I'm saying? I can go deeper, but it ain't got
I
the time.
believe you.
Hey,
It's a damn good book.